Hello, listeners. Welcome to the live watch along. Sorry about the delay. As usual, NFF, I'm trying to find the right video to watch the match. M4S TV is not working at the moment. Hello, listeners. Welcome to the live watch along. Sorry about the delay. As usual. So at the moment, I'm watching it on some dodgy, I think it's the Jordanian FA stream. M4S TV, for some reason, the link is not working at the moment. Oh, there we go. I've just dropped the link I'm using to watch the match. But I have to say, it's not better than. This link is pretty bad, man. I mean, good to see a few changes, though. At least Oyeka and Oyedika starts in the match. Girasol makes his debut on the right wing, so that'll be interesting to watch. Moses Simon is starting as captain again, which is also interesting, in my opinion. And then Akwadam starts up top as we expected. A bit surprised to see Lukman start, I must say. But maybe as a senior player, just wants to continue to show the people that I'm alive and I'm active. Who else? Fernandez gets the start of Achibike and Waiwu. He started with Igor Ugbo. Sanusi starts as well, which is good to see. Jordan have a free kick right now, easily dealt with by Moses Simon. I need to update the timer. Jordan wearing the red strip. Nigeria wearing our green kit. It looks like there's no way to find the white kit. We'll have to wait for another day to debut that one. Uh, Commentators, man. Okay. I think we're now aligned with the timing. Jordan at the moment are kind of pressing us, which is interesting to observe, but I guess it's expected for early starts. Free kick to Jordan. Yerasor committed the foul while trying to track back. At least Yerasor was playing very hungry. You can tell it's his debut. Very unlucky to get a foul for that. He was trying to push off the defender and he just touched him. So 5 minutes, 20 seconds gone, still 0-0. Nigeria to do anything meaningful, but to be fair, let's let the game settle down and then we'll see how it goes. Of course, two teams without any jerseys, any names on the back of their kits. Nigeria flunked that free kick. Sanusi does a very good defensive job. Fantastic. Oh, he loses the ball. Number 21. All right, headed wide by Fernandez. Jordan recovered the ball. Jordan are playing some good stuff. Anyway, I told you guys in the preview that this is a football team that have been building for the past 3, 4, 5 years. They literally went to the Asian Cup final. So do not be deceived by the lack of their rep. Like, this is a team going to their first ever World Cup. So if you like, underrate them at your own peril. Although number 10 got a bit too excited, he fouled Franco Yeka. So at the moment, we have a free kick. Hey, shout out to Adedayo Adeshipo. Thank you so much for joining as a member. God bless you, brother. As you blessed us, may God continue to bless you and may all you desire over the next year and beyond come to fruition in Jesus' name. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Itwa Ogiamen. Forgive me, guys. Forgive me butchering your name. Jordan on the attack again. Oh my God. Well defended by Ubo. Jordan have a corner. I have to say, first 6.5 minutes, it's been all Jordan. You can tell the team that's eager to win this game at the moment, but it's football, so let's just settle down and we'll see how the rest of the game goes. Jordan about to have a free kick. Shout out to everybody. If you're joining us new on this channel, I'm Olu Nigeria Football Weekly. We try to cover everything that has to do with the Super Eagles, so all the games, live watch alongs, preview, reviews, hot takes, and of course, we cover them on a weekly basis in their club sides. So every Monday, we do a review of performances over the previous week, and then every Thursday, we do a preview ahead of the weekend where we cover all our Nigerian players in Europe, but also cover the Premier League or the Champions League or any key topics in the world of football. So that's what we do on this channel. Welcome aboard to everybody new. If you're one of the 77 members on there, please do me the massive favor of liking the video. It's one of the few ways you could help to support the channel without spending any money. Shout out to you guys. Please like the video and consider subscribing if you're new here. Shout out to Adidayo. If you want to be like Adidayo and support us even better, I'd love if you could join us as a member today. So shout out to everybody. And so far, Jordan are still with the ball. They're playing really good stuff, I must say. They've got us camped into their own half, if I'm being brutally honest, which should not be the case for one of the top 30 teams in the world. Remember, I said in the preview, if Italy, Denmark, and Turkey win tonight, Nigeria will be the only top 13 national team in the world rankings that's not going to the World Cup. And we only have ourselves to blame. But this Jordan side, they look pretty good. Uzo, very good catch from a cross. No mistakes. Uzo, we're looking for him to have a good game. I think he really needs to, in all honesty. But that was a good cross by the Jordan winger. But Uzo was that easily claimed. Nigeria playing out from the back as we expect under Eric Shell. Zedu Samisi trying to progress the ball. What a fantastic run, but he's definitely ran it too much. But he won a foul. You can see Lukman 10 and play the ball to me. We go through the middle, not to the left. And you can tell that's probably some instructions from Eric Shell. Okay, so Nigeria, we have a free kick. Let's see if we can build our first attack. Oh no, we just passed it out to the back. So Yeka back to Fernandez, Fernandez to Ubo. Ubo to Asai Samuel. Asai Samuel checks back, gives it back to Ubo. Almost 10 minutes on the clock. Guys, I shared another link. Don't use the first link I sent you. That one was not working. I've got a second link on M4S Player. They did not appropriately title their videos. Click on this link that I've just shared again. Hi, Jackson. Hey, Jackman. Jackson. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Olabanjo. Garamola. Shout out to everybody who's joined. If you click on that link I've just shared again, you should be able to see the video. Shout out to our Facebook live stream listenership as well, not the YouTube gang. I appreciate everybody. Thanks for joining. Click on that link and you should be able to watch the game and let me know if it gets any better. I've got another link I could share, which is, oh, Ibrahim Gusau is there. Oh my God, I feel like knocking his head. Now I've seen his face. See the shabby stadium in Let's Not playing. Look at these stupid broadcast deals we're having to manage to watch the match. And he's standing there as per dignitary. What have you done? You better know you should be losing your job in the next few months. Most incompetent NFF president we've ever seen in our history. Let me know if you're able to see it now. 10 minutes, 30 seconds gone on the clock. Jordan have a free kick. Nothing came from Nigeria's last attack. Jordan are playing some good stuff, I must say. Okay, Nigeria, good pressing. Why play the ball back? Move forward. Was it Simon with the ball? Played Sanusi. Do not check back. Look forward. Abio Jackson says, at least this match has people watching. At least there's like 20 or 100 people in there somewhere. And the camera quality looks slightly better, although the M4S stream is very shabby. Oh, Nigeria. Onyeka on the ball. Scanning. Gives the ball back to Ugo. Ugo gives the ball to Osai. We're not doing enough with our attacking play at the moment. We're building up very slowly. Okay, Fernandez, let's go. You go. Oh, nice pass. I like that. Straight to Lookman. Okay, now we're in their attacking third. Moses Simon loses the ball. Moses Simon, what are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, throwing for Jordan. 12 minutes gone on the clock. Nigeria to settle into this game, to be honest. I don't know if we're just being cocky because we beat Iran. But Jordan are definitely playing like with the more urgency in this game so far. And they're playing good stuff. Like they're passing the ball between the entire team, literally from front to back. They're building up from the back well as well. Our pressing is just about to catch them though. Akwa Adams, oh, unlucky not to press. Okay, now well done. So Nigeria won the press. Moses Simon got the ball and then played a wayward pass again. Moses Simon, like, can you at least try and pass the ball accurately? You already know everyone's clamoring that you should leave. At least try and like show us something that tells us you should remain for a little bit, please. He go back on the ball. Okay, Fernandez, what can you do in terms of your build-up play? Okay, gives the ball to Onyeka. Onyeka gives it back to him. Some urgency, lads. Some urgency, lads. Onyeka now on the ball, back to Fernandez. This passing to the back behavior. It's a friendly game. Thank you. Okay, Osai Samuel on the ball, back to Onyeka. Onyeka gives it back to Osai. Oh, nice one. We're in the third. Onyeka tries to find the Rasor, but the Jordan defender just cuts out for a throw into Nigeria. Rasor's really rapid, though. I know he's not a right winger naturally, so don't judge him too harshly. He's playing on a wing he's not familiar with, which is interesting. Why not just play Chukwueze? Let's play Chukwueze again in this kind of match. Anyway, Onyeka back on the ball from the throw-in, gives it to Rasor. Rasor tries to get off two defenders, loses the ball. The Jordanese get the ball, which is won back by Frank the Tank fantastically well. Gives it back to Fernandez. Okay. To be fair, we're lucky that the Jordan team don't have that much quality. Also, someone let me know in the comments what they call Jordan people. Is it Jordanese or Jordan? What do they call them? Jordanians? Osai scanning, plays the ball towards Akko. Akko gets the ball, but is quickly dispossessed by the Jordan defender. Jordan back on the ball. This time, number 10 is very techy. Ball over the top, straight back at Nigeria's end of the pole of the pitch. The way this stadium is empty is really rubbing me up the wrong way, man. Anyway, when I do the review episode, you guys will watch. I've gone through the liberty of going through every team that's going to be playing an African opponent at the World Cup and the ones that have not yet finalized their friendly games for June. Yes, it's likely Nigeria will play Portugal, but teams like France have not yet finalized their June friendlies, and they need to play an African team because they're going to play Senegal. You could argue Nigeria is of comparable strength from West Africa. So NFF, please, Gusau, we can see you standing there. Can you go and talk to the French Federation or like the Norwegians? There's a bunch of them. Watch out for the review episode where I'll call them out specifically for your listening pleasure. So we don't have to watch our beloved Super Eagles playing these empty stadiums where you can even see the mold from the side of the pitch. Like, what are we doing here, man? Onyeka just gave away the ball. Oh my God. Now Jordan with the ball. Okay, Onyeka wins the ball but gives away a free kick. Onyeka, that was shocking stuff. Shocking stuff. Thanks for clarifying. Jordanians, yes. So I'll get it right. Thanks, guys. Anyway, Frank Onyeka has given a free kick to Jordan in a dangerous area. Jordanians getting excited. Bless them. First World Cup. Everyone's brought their cameras out to see if they can score a free kick against Nigeria. Number 13, captain. I think this is the guy that I said plays in for Ren. Let me check his name. Uzo, no errors, no errors, please. Free kick about to be taken. Hi, Jacka Jackson. How's everybody doing? Oh my God, what a goal! Jordan scored the free kick. Jesus Christ. That was a fantastic goal. Bloody hell. Straight from the free kick. 30 yards out, he bangs it straight into the bottom corner. I don't even think we can complain about Francis Zoe. I'm not sure there's much we can do about that. Guys, we're losing to bloody Jordan. Whoa! What the fuck? Oh, I need to see this goal again just to be sure before I blame the goalkeeper. Number 10, I think he's the one that plays for Ren. Wow, that was crazy. Wow, whoa, well worked free kick. They literally just passed it to him with his left foot. He blasted the shot. Francis Zoe, of course, got his hands to it, but the power was too much. A bit harsh to blame Uzoho because the pace of the shot was a lot, but he got his hand to it but wasn't able to keep it out. You have to say Maduka Cristiano Nabali may have saved it or pushed it out, but it still feels slightly harsh to judge him. But to be honest, we should Uzoho should not be playing for Nigeria. That's the honest truth. It's a shame Okoye had to leave the camp and Nabali went to self-sabotage himself. Adebayo Adele, what does he have to do to get a chance over Uzoho? But I think the more we see Uzo in these friendly games and the disgrace is putting on us, it's time to say bye bye. Oyedika, why'd you lose the ball there? Oyedika just tried to do a dribble in Nigeria's own final third. Are these players even aware it's a friendly match? Nigeria win the ball back. Wow, we are playing some shockingly sloppy football, man. Wow, 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 wow. Uzo against the Baltimore Simon, but of course he can't play goal kicks like Stein Abali. Jordan are playing ball, man. They're playing football. First 18 minutes, Nigeria F9. I have to admit, F9. I agree. Azor could have saved it, but the guy's just not good enough. Like, in fact, to be honest, he's the kind of players that whenever they play for Nigeria, they undermine what we're trying to do in terms of the respect of Nigeria. Because when a goalkeeper does not even start for a secret team like Omoni and Nicosia, that tells us what we need to know about his level. Wow, another beautiful ball by the Jordanians. This time Uzor sweeper keeps well and grabs the ball. Guys, Eric Shell, we're gonna see if you have a plan B today, mate. Because the Jordanians look like they figured us out and we keep losing the ball. Osai just give the ball away yet again. What was that? Oh my god. Wow, they're playing football, guys. I mean, like, their passes are accurate. If you see the long pass this guy just sprayed to his teammate, played it one time, they've already beaten our offside trap. Oh my god, they've scored to our box. 2-0. Oh my god. Oh my god. 2 seconds from being 2-0. Hey, Nigeria. Ah, wow, 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 wow. Number 10. He played a fantastic ball towards inside our penalty box. His teammates had a shot saved by Uzor, but Uzor used his hand to parry the ball straight back to number 10 who scored the free kick. And he tried a bicycle kick which just went over the bar. Almost Nigeria. I don't know what you guys have seen so far, but it's not looking good, man. Shout out to Shinobu for joining. Timothy said Fernandez needs to fall back. He's running up too much. I'm telling you, man, we're not doing a good job of even keeping a high line, of knowing the right time to drop at the moment. Michael U3055 says, see how uncreative Nigeria are without Iwobi. Then some set of human beings will not be saying nonsense like, what does Iwobi give in the game? Thanks for that comment. Honestly, we all know about Iwobi's creative exploits, especially post-AFCON. I don't think anybody can use their mouth to say such. But honestly, thank you for calling that out. I think that's the biggest thing we've noticed in the first 20 minutes. Nigeria cannot create chances. We're literally, Fisayo's not on the pitch, Iwobi's not on the pitch, and Lukman is not getting the ball in dangerous enough areas to make a difference. Moses Simon and Urasaw right now, we have to give them F9 for their wing play. Onyeka and Onyedika are pretty much occupying the same positions, and there's nobody progressing the ball. When you see Ndidi and Iwobi play, you see how Iwobi progresses the ball and allows Ndidi to stay behind. Oh my God. Igbo almost gave away the ball again. But now we're trying to build up through the wings. But once we get the ball to the wingers, Moses Simon is either unable to beat his man, so he's just passing the ball back to Sanusi, or they're overloading our wings. So when Simon has the ball, there's two players trying to defend against him. Now Edika is trying to the middle again, but nobody with a creative eye for a pass. So Sai gives it back to Edika. Oh my God, Alex Chukwuka will be man. Hmm. Anyway, your legend will never ever drop again. We know how important you are. People be complaining when I say Fisayo. This is why we need Fisayo to Fisayo. The leadership can create. Look now, lost the ball again. No penetration. We're seeing a lack of like just. Do I use the word arrangement between our attacking four? Like it's as if everybody's confused right now. Like they're not able to take in Eric Shell's tactics. What a strike! They're just showing the Jordanian goal again. Like Tolek said, not looking good at all at the moment. Aaron said we just need more creative players, general. I totally agree. We do, man. Okay, Simon coming to the box. Moses Simon yet again with a poor cutback. Go! Oyedika! My chairman, let's go. 1-1. The one time Moses Simon finally learns how to drive into his box and come back. By the way, wait, they disallowed the goal. After 10 seconds, after 1 minute, they now disallow the goal. And Adams is apoplectic. He can't believe what's going on here. How have they influenced the assistants to give an offside, to give a handball? There's no VAR for them to check. So how can they say there's VAR? Moses Simon cuts the ball into the box. Oyedika shoots the ball, and it goes straight into the net. And they claim it touches Adams on the way into the net. That is bullshit. Oyedika struck the ball from outside the box. It went straight into the goal. And that's what they disallow for a handball. That is a ridiculous decision, it must be said. Wow, somehow they've disallowed our goal. Wow, I am lost for words. Anyway, Nigeria now camping in the Jordanian area. Another throw for Nigeria. How did they cancel our goal? That makes no sense. But this is what happens when you have to carry your friendly games to Turkey. So you don't even have any influence on who the referees are. Or, I mean, as far as I can tell, there's more Jordanians in there than Nigerians for sure. It even looks like the Jordanians are the ones that have supplied the ball boys. How could they take away Erika's second goal? Fantastic strike again. We better score 3, Timothy. I hope you're saying. They just cancelled our goal. They said that Adams handled the ball, which makes no sense. Simon is beginning to switch gears. Thank you, Akko. All right, Lukman. Blocked. Goal! Moses Simon! Let's go. That was a fantastic goal. All right, Moses. All right, Moses. Let me describe the goal. Let me what you get and describe. 1-1 to Nigeria. Moses Simon scores his 12th goal of Super Eagles and second in 2 games. Fantastic strike, it must be said. Moses Simon initially tried to dribble the defender, pass the ball in between him, but his run was a bit too quick. And then, but just before the defender got to the ball, Adams was able to pick up the ball just before the goalkeeper picked up the ball. And then he shifted the ball, passed it back to Lukman, who attempted a shot, which got blocked. But the ball fell kindly for Moses Simon, who put in a sweet shot with his left foot straight to the bottom right corner of the net. Oh, that was a great goal by Moses Simon. Maybe one of his best ever for Nigeria. Lukman tried the shot from the cutback, blocked by Jordan. It came straight to Moses Simon. He tested the ball one time and then used his left foot to play a soft strike straight to the bottom right hand corner of the post. 1-1, great goal, and Nigeria's back in business. Referee don't even try any nonsense. You see why? Why must Nigeria always wait to get angry before we start playing small boys like they deserve to be played against? See now the ginger has entered us again. It's all better fix up. I don't want to see no more mistakes from you, please. Let me just update that overlay real quick. So Nigeria is very simple. Go and win the match. We already know we're better than these opponents. Yes, initial grab was nice. But now we're beginning to win the ball in high pressure areas. We just won the ball in the final third again. Lookman on the ball. Oh, Lookman just drags his shot wide with his left foot. Hey, Nigeria, this is Super Eagles I remember. This the Eric Shell ball I remember again. Almost like Jurgen Klopp heavy metal football. Look at how many times we're now winning the ball in Jordan's final third because they keep insisting on building out from the back. Eric Shell has tweaked it tactically slightly. So Lukman and Akko are now playing more like a two. And you can see that our press has a lot more of a formation of 4-4-2, at least in terms of pressing them when Jordan have the ball. So good to see. Long may that continue. Jordan, they're just excited to be here. This is probably the best team they've faced in the last 5, 6 years, to be honest. Nigeria give away yet another sloppy foul in the middle of in a very dangerous place for a free kick. You've just watched the number 10 score from a free kick 10 minutes earlier, and now you've given them yet another free kick. This is the deficiency, what I call Igbo and Franco Eka. What was that? You see, the amount of time you take for granted when you watch someone like Saliba play football, or even Benjamin Frederick, you see how they win a lot of duels very cleanly without causing issues. It's the one problem I have with Igbo and Franco Eka. Franco Eka can be smooth sometimes, but the amount of times they jump into rash challenges. Remember Ndidi in 2019 when he gave away that foul that Mares scored? That's exactly what Eka and Ogbo just did now. It's just like, come on, guys, can we actually like, where is the composure of defending? Now they have another free kick from a similar position, but from the other side of the pitch. And you can just tell they're going to try this same angle again. Uzo, I take God, beg you, please. We cannot be conceding 2 goals to Jordan. I predicted 21. So it's already 1-1. It's time to score 2 more. Okay, Jordan about to take the free kick. Looks like it'll be a similar routine. Left off for the right boot. Oh my God, took a shot. This time the ball's blocked by Yedika for a corner to Jordan. No Basti Timothy. Basti withdrew from the squad before we played Iran due to injury. So we saw Ajayi and Ugo start the last game before Fernandez and Waiwu both came on. And then today, Eric Shell has gone with Fernandez and Ugo. And I'm sure we'll see Waiwu come on in the second half. Okay, Jordan corner, let's see. Well whipped in. Simon with the header out. And then the final clearance. Jordan recovered the ball. Aquadance pressed that guy well. Almost 30 minutes gone on the match. It feels like it's been a very eventful match. I can't believe it. We're not even 30 minutes into the game. Very, very eventful. Nigeria have scored. We've had a goal disallowed. Jordan have scored. We've seen some interesting performances from some of our defenders so far. Osai Samuel gives away another foul. Very unnecessary. In fact, no Osai, I'm sorry. Igbo Ugo. Ugo! It's not giddy go, it's football. Like, learn how to foul your player wisely. Or intercept, tackle, or clear without winning, giving them fouls all the time. The guy's giving away like 4 free kicks in the past like 10 minutes. Like, fix up. Jesus. Very, very good defensive work by Sanusi. For those of you that like complaining about Sanusi, I hope you guys watched how he defends as a defender. Because that's one of his biggest strengths. Although, look at him just now. Okay, Jordan have another corner. Omo, they are entering our midfield so easy. This Oyeka and Yedika is not working at all. It's not working at all. It's like we need to switch back to a 4-3-1-2. Keep looking on the pitch. Moses Simon has scored, so you can keep him as the striker with Akko for now. Take Irasorov. He has not done anything in this game. He will go again. Take Irasorov and bring on Ndidi and Iwobi. Our midfield, they're getting through our middle so easily. You think Jordan and what the best team in Asia? It's not Iran that we just beat, or Qatar that always go and do nonsense in World Cup, or Saudi Arabia. It can't be Saudi. Saudi that Egypt just beat 4-0. Osai, what are you doing? Osai just tried to run the ball out and lost possession. Okay, at least he won the ball back this time. Thank God. Igbo, composure, please, composure. Thank God, this time he learns. Fernandez on the ball. Nigeria building up from the back again. Just over 31 minutes gone on the clock so far. To say the first 31 minutes, I'll say the first 20, I'll give it to the Jordanians for sure. They definitely came hungrier, like a team knowing they're playing the World Cup. But the last 10 minutes, Nigeria asserted our authority. We had a goal wrongfully disallowed, and then we saw Moses Simon equalize, make it 1-1. Now Nigeria's on the attack. Oyedika with the loose ball. Oyedika, are you okay? You can see the Jordan team sent their under 20 team or like maybe their under 17 team to come and be singing and supporting the rest of the team in this match. Just for reference, Jordan drew is a two-game series for each of the four countries. So we know Jordan and Costa Rica drew by 2-2 last in 4 days ago. And earlier today we saw we saw Iran beat Costa Rica 1-0. I'm not sure if that was the final score, but let's see how we continue to get on. There's 2 minutes on the clock. Throwing for Nigeria outside to Onyeka. Onyeka knows the ball back to our defenders. Please, no errors. I'm begging you. Uzo played a good pass to Hallelujah. Sanusi, come on. To Onyeka. There we go. Build up. Give it to Osai. Go, man. I'm not liking the way you progress the ball today at all. Oh, Fernandez. Oh my God. You see that through ball from Fernandez just now to Simon? Hit him right on the money, but Simon's control let him down. Throwing to Jordan. I can't believe it. Should be a Nigeria throwing. 12 minutes to half time. For the Facebook viewers joining, please, we do not show matches on our streams. That's how you get channel back. Remember, it's a live watch along. Please, it just means we're watching the match together and going through the games. If you want to watch the game, I've just put a link there. You should be able to watch it. But please, don't address me as Oga. Show us the match. Please talk with sense. Please, thank you. God bless you all. As you respect me, I respect you too. God bless. I think I missed the save. Aaron, was it on our goal? Shout out to all 75 people on the live stream. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We have 75 likes, 57. Oh, great work, guys. Thank you so much. That is really healthy amount of. Okay, almost at 5 minutes on the clock. Nigeria building up from the back again. You're a sore. I'm gonna need to see a bit more from you, man. Gonna need to see a bit from you. You've not done anything in this match for your debut for the Super Eagles. Fernandez, at least, has been involved in the build-up play a lot. Same for Igbo. Moses Simon, Moses Simon, don't get back to the Moses Simon things. Okay, there's the effort. It's not number 10 again, Abby. These guys can take shots, man. What the hell? Yeah, Ugbo needs to go. Ugbo's not had a great game, I must say. Osai's lucky there's no that. I don't know why Eric Stanley caught up on right back. It's not been Osai's best game either. I think we need to sort out our pivots. Our build-up play is shocking. Onyeka and Onyedika, like I said, are taking too many of the same positions. Onyedika should be playing as the Wobi today, but he's not in a position to do so. And to be fair to the Jordanians, they're outmarking us in midfield by 3-2. Eric Shell, plan B, please. Plan B, plan B, plan B, plan B. Thanks, Aaron. I've just seen the save myself. 9 minutes to half time. Okay, offside, that was good. Onyedika, please pass the ball well for us. Okay, Akko, he gives the ball to Akko. Akko, why play the ball all the way back to the defense? Jesus, progress the ball. Sanusi passes to Lukman when he can see Lukman is being tightly marked. Of course, Lukman loses the ball. Guys, can we interpret space like the professional footballers you all are? Thank you. Onyeka with the ball in a lot of space. Can you drive before you pass this ball, please? Of course not. He passes the ball to Igbo, who plays a wayward pass. Man, this is the worst I've ever seen Igbo's passing. Though. Shocking, shocking, terrible stuff so far, man. Of course, we lose the ball now because Igbo cannot pass. He now pass ball to Sai Samuel in a tricky position. He's lost the ball. Jordan on the attack again. Oh my God, look how they cooked Igbo. Oh my God. Corner to Jordan. Oh my God, Igbo. Wow. Damn. Wow. It's like we have to put Igbo back on number 5 or 6 on the pecking order. This has been a Hall of Shame first half performance for him. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Guys, are you watching this football performance? Wow. The lad is looking lost out there, man. You think he's playing against like the Netherlands or no Jordan, bro? Like, look at how that attacker cooked him. Oh my God, he's having a stinker. Okay, wide by Samuel, but yet again, Jordan do a great job of mopping up the ball. Jordan on the ball again. Hey, this football is shocking me. Guys, Jordan have played like 10 times better than Iran. Like, it's quite interesting to observe. Hey, Oyeka, win the ball and pass it properly. Look at Simon losing the ball again. Oh my God, what is going on? If you know it's a friendly and you don't want to put your best effort in, let us know. So that when we're happy you because you play in the championship for commentary, we'll know where we stand, guys. Thank you, Edika. Finally, the ball gets to Irasor. Another silly pass. What was that pass? And Moses Simon loses the ball just based on lack of concentration. Guys, some of the mistakes we're making, if an academy coach was assessing like under 16s, if they're going to keep them on scholarship terms, they would have failed some of our players for the way we're losing the ball just based on lack of concentration. This is crazy. Solano said, just found out Onestano plays for Italy under 21. Thought NFF got him already. This is why I tell everybody, watch my weekly shows. I've been telling everybody on Nigeria Football Weekly, stop wasting your time with the likes of Onestano. He already mentioned he wants to play for Italy a long time ago. In Italy, if you're a foreigner, you don't get your citizenship until you're 18, which is why I was not able to be called up before. Once he was 18, they called him up for the 21 squad. There's no moment. Is it this incompetent NFF and Selenos that you think could have scouted Honestano? You're giving them a bit too much praise about how useless they are. There is no way they would have done the job. So remove our eyes from Honestano. The fact Italy did not call up Kayode means we should probably be targeting him, show him the love that he can get. But knowing Italy, if they win tonight, Kayode will probably go and beg Gattuso and say, please, try and find a way to put me in. Anyway, Nigeria have a corner. Let's see what Fernandez fight can look like. I mean, like the guy looks like a unit. 6'5". Look man with the corner. Ooh, go man scramble. The Jordanians get the ball out. Onyeka mops up the ball. Is that you, sir? Put it in the mixer. Oh! Fernandez on his debut! 2 goals for 1! Center back doing center back things. That is what I like to see, my boy. Imana, you use your height. Thank you. Look how big the lad is, man. 6'5". After the Jordanians cleared the ball went back to Francoeka. He just put the ball in the mixer. 2 Jordan defenders against 3 of our players, and they somehow left Emmanuel Fernandez unmarked at the back post. Or even had time to chest the ball and then use his left foot to sweep the ball into the net. Ah! The Jordanian defender missed the ball completely. Fernandez just trapped the ball with his left foot, no, with his right foot, and finished probably with his left foot to score his first ever goal for the Super Eagles or just his second cap for Nigeria. There's a reason this brother has 6 goals in 26 games for Rangers. And boy, oh boy, Eric Shell, I'm loving this aerial threat. The Diggie's about to come on. Who's injured? Oyeka. Who's injured? I'll let you know. Looks like Oyeka or Yedika is coming on. But Nigeria finally doing what we expect. We're winning the game by 3, 2 goals to 1. Ah, good. Stop letting these countries initial gra be showing you shakara. Good. Let them know their level. Osai, no mistakes. Osai has lost the ball again. Oh my god. Hey, Osai! Oh, Osai Samuel. Osai. Oh my god, Osai Arubo. Get off the pitch. What is going on today, guys? Guys, are you seeing Fernandez? Aaron is looking like a proper defender. I'm telling you, man. Salada's cold, man. I'm telling you, man. Just keep using that frame of yours well. Someone said, bye bye, Shemi Ajayi. You have to admit, he's definitely the long term replacement for Shemi. I mean, the profiling. And what I like about Emmanuel Fernandez, he looks like a mobile 6'5" striker. If you know what I mean. Like he's not leggy on his feet. He can move. It looks like his agility is pretty good. Okay, Nigeria win the ball back. 2 minutes and 35 seconds gone on the clock. Was it Simon to Onyeka? Onyeka, do not lose the ball. Okay, he's giving it to go. That finish was stone cold. I'm telling you guys, that finish was stone cold. Thank you, Beyond the First Page. Love to see you, brother. Salana said, Osai, you created a better case for Coyote. I'm telling you, man. Bro, I miss Olano so much. Even Alebioshu. Can you imagine Alebioshu and those his crosses? Attacking fullback. Oh, my God. Timothy, I think we'll see why we'll come on in the second half for Ugo. Like, Ugo's had a stinker, man. Honestly, he's been really, really poor. It looks like no subs until halftime again. Jackson said, bye bye, Shemi. John Andrea, man. Bro, this is why with additional information, we have to change tact. I didn't think he necessarily deserved the call up based on how Rangers are performing. But once he was called up and we looked through the profile, especially the fact he had 6 goals in 26 games for Rangers, I was not mad at his profile. 6 for 5, left footed as well. And he just offers us a lot in terms of the technical ability you want out of the defender. And then for him to now score his first goal for Nigeria and only his second cap while being aerially dominant. My brother, once there's new information, you have to hold your hands up and say, you know what, I was wrong. Well done, Eric Shaw. There's a reason why you're the coach. And NFF must pay you all your money. Oh, you're sorry. That was all right. That was all right. Thanks, guys. Why didn't Ryan get a call up? I'm not sure, honestly. Olutama says, why is your coach chanting Didi? He was thinking of bringing in Didi on for Edika. Edika looks injured. What do people have against Didi? Didi's our captain now. Didi plays very well for Nigeria. In fact, that Morocco World Cup made me realize how important Didi is. AFCON semi-final. Exactly like Solano said, left-footed CBs are always going to be gold in this economy. In fact, me, when I started really understanding positional play and centre backs was when Arteta became Arsenal's manager. And then I began to understand why he wanted Gabriel or left-footed centre backs. Because when a left-footed centre back passes, they open up the space to the left back to be able to make crosses or open up the play. Whereas if it's a right footer, they're going to pass to you, and you're likely going to have to pass the ball back or cut back. So very important. Thank you so much for that comment, Selanos. That is excellent notice. Okay, half time. Nigeria 2. So we take a lead into the second half. Nigeria 2-1 up courtesy of goals from Moses Simon and also our second capped centre back who we're now in love with, Emmanuel Fernandez, who scored to make it 2-1. Initially, we saw the number 10 of Jordan score an absolutely incredible free kick, it must be said. However, you can argue that Francis Zor could have saved it considering he got his hands to it. But yet again, we know Zor is not of the level. The truth of the matter is, an Omonia Nicosia football player, an outfield player, will not be playing for the Super Eagles. And we know that it's because of Koye and Wabali are not here. But maybe we even see Adele here. But shout out to the team for showing good resilience and being able to, bring things home. I really love the strength and character shown. The first 20 minutes was all Jordan, whether it's initial Graga, how desperate they were to put on for their home crowd, or the fact that they have some Jordanians around, we don't know. But the resilience, look at the goal again. The first goal, Lookman took a shot. Simon got the rebound, chested it, and played the sumptuous volley straight into the bottom right corner of the post to make it 1-1, to score his 12th goal as a Super Eagle and his second goal in literally 4 days for Nigeria. So fantastic work from you, Moses Simon, and well played. Literally putting on the captain's performance with the captain's armband to make it 1-1. And then shortly after a back and forth, We saw Nigeria have a corner kick where we wanted to see Emmanuel Fernandez aerial presence, and lo and behold, it showed. Even though the Jordanians initially got the scramble out first for the first goal, for the first phase of play, Onyeka was able to play in a sumptuous cross straight back into the box. The Jordan defender completely missed the header, and Fernandez was there literally to trap the ball with his right foot and play a sumptuous finish into the bottom corner of his left foot to score his seventh goal of the season and his first goal as a Super Eagle of Nigeria. Brother, this is how you make yourself move up the pecking order. Left to me, this goal alone, he's moved up past Udo, he's moved up past Nwaiwu. In fact, maybe a Jainado, we found some that is your long-term placement. Apart from Bassi and Frederick, it's like this Fernandez brother is now number 2, man, because wow, what a debut. Also, we had a goal initially disallowed, which was very, very annoying. Onyedika scored just before we made it 1-1, and the ref claims that Akko Adams touched the ball with his hand as the ball was going into the net, which I did not personally see myself. So I don't know where the handball came from. You know, you know. So it's an interesting one to see and just to observe. But I must say, all in all, still happy with the way the game is going. We have a lot to work on in the second half. Good to see the tactical adjustments by Eric Shell, especially in the final 10-15 minutes of the game. We're able to see Jordan create less chances through the middle of our pitch, which was good to see. And of course, we still found a way to score. Second half, I'd like to see more ball progression and chance creation. Can really put the Jordanian teams to the sword. Even though we're 2-1 up, you have to say they've created more chances than we have. And our defense have had to defend a lot. In fact, if I could find the stats, I'm sure Jordan have had at least 5-6 shots in this match. So can we see a bit more? Ugbo has really, really struggled today as right-sided centre-back. I know we put him as the left centre-back in the graphic, but I would like to see Ugbo come off. Osai Samuel has also struggled massively, but the problem is we don't have any right back on the subs bench to come in for him. Sanusi has been fine, so he has to continue. Fernandez should continue. I won't even mind seeing Adeleye replace Uzoho because Uzoho, I don't even think it's far-fetched to say this should be his last call-up for Nigeria or last cap. He can be the third choice, but man, when you watch Uzoho playing goal compared to Nokoye and Nobali, the difference is clear. Frank Onyeka and Onyedika, they've done all right, but they've also struggled massively. Onyeka, you can see why he plays for Coventry at the moment. He's very good at being a destroyer, but his progressing of the ball can really leave a lot to be desired sometimes. And the amount of rash tackles he's made, we've seen the Jordanians create. They literally scored from a free kick. I think it was Onyeka that even gave away the free kick. And then he gave away another one, him and Ugbo. I don't know what they were doing there. Onyedika needs to play the Wobi line where he's able to progress the ball in between our defense and Lukman and the attackers. And that's not something we've seen so far. It looks like he's been injured, so let's see what happens in a halftime. We may see Ndidi come on because we saw Eric Shaw talking to Wilfred Ndidi. Lukman has not been able to get into the right positions yet in this match, it must be said. Yirasor has been left to dry. He's not a right winger, and he's showing. He's struggling in this match. Akko Adams has been pretty good. You know, that his pressing work is what led to us scoring the equalizer after he pressed the goalkeeper and won the ball before the goalkeeper could pick the ball. I want to see Akko have 1 or 2 more chances at goal. We need to create more chances. Moses Simon has had a good game, even though with the usual Moses Simon mishaps, lose the ball a little bit, some bad concentration here or there. But all in all, you have to say he's been doing a good job. And also for him to score yet again, this is a player that prior to 2026, Moses Simon has literally scored 2 goals in the past 3 years for Nigeria. And now in 2026, he has 2 goals in 5 days. So even though we're clamoring for him to leave, you have to admit that he's doing his chances of remaining in the national team no harm whatsoever. I want to see Philip Otele play in this game. Can we get Otele on? I want to see Chukwueze replace Irasor. Chukwueze is still the only natural right winger we have in the squad. Can he play a match? If you don't want to play on Yedika, you're thinking of bringing in Ndidi, I would rather see Iwobi come in Officer Delibashu, people that can actually progress the ball. Or maybe even give Lukman a rest. Bring on Fisal Delibashu and Iwobi. Let's play FDB as the 10. Let Iwobi be the link between the two of them. And let Onyeka continue as the destroyer till Ndidi is ready to play. So let's see what the coach does. You know, that'll be something that we have to say. One thing that I have to complain about, they've really entered our midfield. The amount of times they've been able to create chances just by passing the ball. Obviously, they're very good at passing the ball and progressing play. But for a team that should be technically superior like Nigeria, we should not be struggling to contain the Jordanians as much as we've been struggling to contain them. So that's something I've seen so far. And I hope that we're able to see ourselves address that in the second half. Shout out to everybody on the live stream, all 226 for joining, including the surge of those who've joined while the game is at halftime. If you do me one favor, please like the video. It's one of the few ways you could help subscribe and help us on this channel. If you enjoy the content, please consider subscribing. That'll mean the world to me. And if you feel like support even more, please join as a member today on the Super Eagles tier. That'll be much, much appreciated. Remember, I'm Oluoke. I cover Nigeria football all the time. Live games, watch along, preview, reviews, anything that has to do with Super Eagles. It is my mission to amplify Nigeria football to the respect it deserves. Yes, I live in London, and people might say, why do you care so much? But I've always cared, and I will always continue to care in Jesus' name. Also, I cover our players and their club sides every week for anybody who's joining now. We do a review show every Monday night, 8 p.m., where we cover how the Nigerian players performed in all the top 10 leagues in Europe. And we also cover the Premier League specifically because Nigerians love the Prem. And then we do our ones to watch and also our Star Boy of the Week. And then every Thursday, we also have a live show where we preview the weekend, where we cover any midweek games, especially in the Champions League or whatever leagues our players playing in, before we preview all the Premier League games, including the ones involving our Nigerian players. And then we pick 5 games from outside the Premier League to preview involving Nigerian players to make sure you're all aware of all the games our players are playing at all times and not just aware about Super Eagles whenever we have games. For example, after this match, Nigeria will have no games to play until likely the 6th of June. So that's almost another 3 months, or at least 2.5 months. It's rumored we're going to play Portugal in a pre-World Cup friendly. It's likely Portugal will end up playing DR Congo if they beat Jamaica tonight at 10 p.m. So just note that we'll probably play Portugal. And I'm hoping the NFF, that's why I told them, watch out for my review video. I have done the work at looking at all the teams Nigeria could play in a friendly match who are yet to figure out their friendly games for June. France, Colombia, Norway, Argentina, Uruguay, even Spain, Japan, Ecuador, South Korea. So Nigeria, please, NFF, I don't want to hear that you've announced a friendly match against Mauritania or some interesting team that will be making us angry. So please go and get the right glamorous friendly for us. Take our boys to America. Let it be the consolation prize. Let them at least go and play high value friendly where the stadium will be packed out and Nigerians in America can come and watch their team before they start crying once the World Cup is coming, because you have shamed us and you're the reason why we're not going to play a World Cup. Look how good our team is and we're watching out from the outside. As I said to anybody just joining, if Italy, Turkey, and Denmark win tonight, Nigeria will officially be the only top 30 nation in the world rankings missing from the FIFA World Cup. So go and blame those stupid people in the glass house that think that they can keep gaslighting us and failing to file petitions which do not even count for anything in the first place, and just gaslighting us and wasting our time. They've told us that we'll have world-class stadiums like Morocco by next summer in 2027. Guys, Amaju Pinnick used his mouth to say it with his eyes. Ibrahim Gusau too mentioned all the improvements coming and the fact that 6 stadiums will be ready that will be FIFA approved that Nigeria could use by next year. Guys, we're ready. Tomorrow is April 1st to Q2. Let's make sure we're tackling these guys. We're looking at these lies they're spreading. We will see what happens next year. Nigeria have released a new kit. I could buy it in Nike Town, but I cannot put Lukman's name on the back. I cannot put Iwobi's name on the back. I cannot put Osimhen's name on the back. At the end of the day, Nike are the ones that signed an agreement to the NFF. Do you think if the federation demanded that we're able to support our countries and also demanded that they should price the kit in Naira for people in Nigeria to buy, do you think Nike will not agree? But of course, as a man, they just want to talk cho and go to Marrakesh and sit down inside the Benz like I saw them in Pinnick and Co. Nobody wants to work hard. Now is the one most indicting moment that those people should lose their jobs. For the first time since Nigeria made a World Cup, Nigeria is about to miss 2 World Cups back-to-back in a row. Since we made our debut in 1994, we missed 06. Okay, we took that one off. They said a head-to-head record against Angola, even though we had a better goal difference. You then lost to Ghana 2022 when you put Eguavon to prosecute high-value World Cup qualifiers after he was bounced out in the round of 16. Mind you, this is a national team that have finished first, second, or third in AFCON 17 out of 21 times. So finishing in round of 16 is literally nothing like we're used to. But guess what Gusau and Co did? They kept Eguavon to play against Ghana. We all know how that happened with this same Uzor making a mistake after Partey put the ball through his Toros. We missed the World Cup. Now, yet again, we have missed another World Cup because of incompetence. We could not beat Lesotho. Lesotho had to play AFCON pre-qualifier a few days ago just to qualify to have the right to play in AFCON qualifiers. That's how useless Lesotho is. Nigeria drew with them. Zimbabwe, we drew twice. South Africa, we drew South Africa home and away. Nigeria. And now we're complaining that we're not there. We now try to use Mago. They even deducted South Africa points. We still did not enter. We entered to the back door at second place. We beat Gabon. Oh yeah, beats DR Congo. Sima is not playing. All of a sudden, Nigeria cannot beat DR Congo. Penalty shootout. We watched Shemi Ajayi play penalty and Calvin Bassey against DR Congo. And we're sitting down here. Thank God Eric Shaw finally had the chance to spend at least 2 weeks with the national team over Morocco during the AFCON. And we all saw how the AFCON went. Thank God I went there myself. I was in Marrakesh. Super Eagles were in my hotel. I saw the way Eric Shaw is the only person in that administration that is thinking of how to set up this team to be amazing and how to succeed. And now we must all feel the pain. As we're all here watching Nigeria play against Jordan, we must feel the pain of missing this World Cup. My American community, guys, I'm so sad for all of you because Nigeria will never host the World Cup in our lifetime. We know that. But the closest we would have got would be replica of Atlanta 96, Nigeria in the World Cup. And yet again, because of this incompetent, let me use the right word, incompetent people, we're not there again. But yet again, they love the fact that Nigerians have selective amnesia. We forget things too quickly. Even up till today, people have forgotten the nonsense Finidi George did as Nigeria coach, or the fact Eric Shaw used his Mali team to beat Finidi George as Nigeria coach, or what Pesero did for us in those first 2 World Cup qualifiers when we were joined against Lesotho in Uyo, and he was playing Kelechi Iheanacho as a right winger. We forget too easily because they don't keep records. That is where Oloke is coming in. We will keep records about everything, guys, and that's what this channel will be. We will make sure everything is noted, because while even Ghana, look how useless Ghana are going to the World Cup, we must feel the pain. You must know that we don't ever want this to happen to us again in our history. So let's still be clamoring and let people be accepting mediocrity. Someone was telling me that, Olu, it is a normal thing for people not to have names on the back of their kits. Have you ever seen an English player wear their kits one time without their names on their kits? Just once. Once. It is all about the standards you desire. Nigerian churches can do a better job of streaming Nigeria matches or creating press conferences backgrounds than the NFF do. And you and I all know that. Look at my background. I am just a human being. I have a day job. And I can still figure out how to get some posters and put them on a bloody wall and make sure that we're able to showcase our national team the right way. If I can do it, yes, I would like to consider myself smart. I know. But you cannot tell me there are not enough smart Nigerians all over the world. And guess what? Because of apathy, nobody cares about the national team anymore. Shout out to all almost 300 people on this live stream because you guys are even dedicated Nigerian fans watching the national team. The average Nigerian today does not even give a damn about the national team. But guess what? He will know about Chelsea. And he will tell you about how Bluco are ruining his club. But are they watching Nigeria versus Jordan? Why should they? Look at Gusau in that stadium sitting down. But there's no Nigerians that can watch the match. We're going on M4S TV to find a shabby stream to watch the game while he's sitting down there like one diplomat that has done anything useful in his life. It is a disgrace. So, guys, I don't know how we're going to mobilize and feel this pain. But like I said, there's NFL presidential elections coming. There is no way a man that has put us in a position where we're missing 2 World Cups in a row should be allowed to remain NFF president. If he does not lose his job now, then when does he lose it? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing, my people? So let's keep accepting mediocrity. Let's let these people gaslight us to be accepting nonsense. Then Eric Shaw, the one person that actually wants to do good things for us, will now be demanding excellence in his contracts. Then some Nigerians be going in comments and tell you that Eric Shaw is greedy. Does that look like a greedy man? Does that look like a greedy man? Somebody tell me, he wants better for you. You said that he wants too much. Well done. God is watching all of us. So, guys, enjoy this match, and make sure you remember this pain. Because when June comes and we're playing against Portugal, if they can even organize the Portugal friendly or even organize the bloody friendly against France, where at least our American community can at least watch their national team, let's even see if they do that one. But make sure you remember the pain. because we all know that this Super Eagles team, with the way they perform, Osimhen is not here, Basi is not here, Iwobi is on the bench. We all know a team that's capable of making the World Cup quarterfinals minimum, especially now that there's a round of 32. So on any given day, you can beat anybody. Then you rock up with Osimhen and Lookman alone. Plus Akko. So gone, man. Anyway, sorry about the rant. It's just these people always piss me off. But shout out to everybody, man. Let's see Otele in this game. I'm trying to see if the second half is starting soon. I think we all need to see Otele. I can't think for everybody. Look, I was finding sketchy websites to watch the match. Meanwhile, I want to watch England tonight. I just put on BBC. It's on there. In fact, I guarantee everybody in Nigeria will be able to watch the England game with ease tonight. I'm sure it's on TV. England, Japan. Anybody, correct me if I'm wrong. All the World Cup qualifiers, UEFA teams, all 4 tonight. Italy versus Bosnia, Denmark versus, is it Poland versus Sweden? Denmark versus, I can't remember how they're playing. Kosovo versus Turkey. All those games will be on SuperSport in Nigeria, I guarantee. And then the same Super Eagles of Nigeria, you cannot watch the match in Nigeria. God will forgive this. Then look at Gusau on there, sitting down. Anyway, second half has started. Let me see, were there any changes made? Let me get my clock back before those people piss me off again. I'm so sorry. Most frustrating federation in the world. If we were not capable, we would not even complain. But we know we're capable. We're aware that this is our level. So we'll just be deplatforming us to be useless, making us look bad in every single way. Come and be claiming that people are deplatforming Nigeria. You are the master deplatformers. Make me sick to my stomach, honestly. Shout out to everybody. Second half started. I don't know. I haven't noticed any changes yet. But just to go to the comments, shout out to everybody. Nigeria's going to win the match. We're doing well. Sorry about the rant. If we play France, it'll be a long day, Selina said. Olive Dickie said, I would love a friendly with England. I would love to play England too. We should. When we played them in 2018, we all went to Wembley. It was an amazing experience. Honestly, it was fantastic, man. Daniela said, you're so bold. Of course, we have to be bold. What are they going to do? Who are they to tell us? Olive Dickie I won't be Uzo and Ubo that will play now. I respect us now. Okoye will play. Basi will play. Oyemechi will play. Zedu's about to win a league. I'm telling you. So forgive me, guys, man. Forgive me, guys. Houston has main address. I've heard. I can't wait to go to Houston, man. Oh, I can't wait, man. Honestly. Nah, man. The rants. Emika, they said you should chop up the rants. Maybe we'll chop one of them up again. Oh my God. Wait, am I see double? The Sodorian, $50. Oh my God. God bless you, your entire family, everything you desire from now till the end of time. May it come to pass in Jesus' name. The same way you've supported us with your pocket today, may God continue to support you in all you desire. And I promise you, I will dedicate 1 week of the podcast to indict this administration, especially post the World Cup. God bless you. Let me get back to the game, but I want to make sure I go through all the comments. Oh my God, Irene Day will get to this after. Please make sure you remind me of this comment after the match about the candidates with Pinnick and Gusau. Okay, second half has started. Let's get on. I hope they've taken the goal out. Somebody confirm for me. Did we make any subs? 49 minutes and 17 seconds gone on the clock. Even the timing, we have to make sure we align it to time. 49:21. Okay, 49. What is wrong with this timer? 49:28. How about now? 49:31. Okay, I think we're Gucci again. That's right. Okay, thank God. If anybody hated the crasher, I apologize, man. When I talk about Super Eagles, man, nothing gets me heated. So I want to shout out to all of you guys, man. God bless you all. Shout out to 159 people on the live, by the way. Honestly, this is amazing. How many likes do we have? Over 100 and 31. Wow. Say less, my people. God bless you all. As you bless me, may God bless you. Okay, back to the match. No subs. 50 minutes on the clock. Jordan continues the attacking football. Ugbo still struggling to defend. Okay, but he wins a corner this time. At least gets the ball out for a corner this time. You know, 5 minutes gone. Let's see how the remaining 40 go. I am very surprised that Eric Shaw has made no subs though. Like, surely at least one or two. Just to go through a few more comments I've seen. Aguavon lost to Ghana at 2022 World Cup, and journalists last for him to appoint a coach for AFCON qualifier. Uchechukwu, thank you. This is my problem in Nigeria. No consequence for failure. No consequence for failure. Okay, thank God. We finally defend the corner well. I like this comment by Odeji. Said Nigerians appreciate people who lie to them. Real, 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 real. Olympic just said that France friendly low fagon. Make our case no be like Ghana. Guys, Eric Shell. If I Osime and Lookman pull up to match, what do you mean? Even if we will lose with grace, but let's be testing ourselves against the big boys, I bet. All right, Nigeria won the ball from Jordan. 51 minutes and 10 seconds on the clock. No change in formation so far. I can still see Onyedika even playing slightly below Oyeka, almost like they told Oyeka to be in the middle for his box-to-box work rate. Okay, Onyeka has lost the ball again as usual. This Onyeka performance, I won't lie, it's been smelling. It's been smelling. Yes, he got the assist for Fernandez, but Onyeka, I don't know what's happening. Maybe you have been in the championship, so you have forgotten what high level intensity is like. Although the championship is very intense, so what's going on? Sanusi on the ball, plays a 1-2 to Onyeka. Hey, progress the ball. Thank you. Options. Simon 1-on-1 plays ball. Sanusi wins a corner for Nigeria. Okay, we'll take that. That's good ball progression. Okay. Eric Shell, can you make some subs? This is like AFCON that you waited till the 88th minutes to take off Akko Adams. Where you could see he was struggling the whole match against Morocco. Can we like see some other people play? Like, yeah, let's see how they'll perform for the Super Eagles. God bless. Peace and love. Exactly, Timothy. It's very nice overlapping. Aaron, I agree, man. Fernandez looks very solid. Another corner, and I like how the cameraman keeps zeroing in on his big frame. Oh, he missed the header. Oh my God, this guy has changed our lives, guys. Bro, everything in the air, he wins it. You see how he won the header so cleanly? Just headed the ball just past the post. Oh my God. Emmanuel Fernandez, forgive me when I was saying that I'm not sure you deserve the call up yet. You're about to change our lives, brother. We're going to change yours. Now that you're a super eagle, forget that Rangers, man. We're getting you to a better club this summer. I promise you, bro. Oh, center back. Wow. Our players are warming up, as Timothy said as well. Let's see who ends up coming up. Oh, Emmanuel Fernandez. Get me late. Wow. Let me move him up my national team pecking order of center back. Wow. I am pleasantly washed. In fact, their wash was like Omo. Just 24 years old, by the way. So by the next World Cup, it will be 28 or 29, just perfect. Frederick will be 24 too. Even Kevin Bassi will be turning 30. Fantastic. So my official pecking order now is Bassi 1, Frederick 2, because I remember how Frederick changed their lives in those World Cup qualifiers. If everybody tries to forget, I'll make sure we never forget. Fernandez 3, Ajayi 4, Nwaiwu 5, Derugbogu can now be 6. In fact, I'll put Renariga ahead of him. He's just lucky that this coach has no desire to integrate Renariga. Okay, Nigeria. Well, we tried to get an attack, but Jordan defended it nicely. Now they throw the ball up. You see, this is my problem. Look how quickly they're able to build attacks. The Jordanian goalkeeper grabbed the ball, threw it straight to his midfielder. We didn't even defend him. And all that guy was able to do was just pass the ball straight to the attack. But thank God our defense was able to nicely block the ball. So shout out to them. Anyway, throwing to Jordan. 55 minutes gone on the clock. Uzo is injured. Okay. So might as well bring on Adele. Let's see what you can do. Uzor's down, so he's got a break. He's holding his left eye, so it's supposed to be. You know when the goalkeeper is injured, that's no play. So let's see what happens. Thank you, Sir Linus. Like I said during the AFCON, let's not even get started on the number of Moroccans had. Moroccans had God knows how many assistant coaches for everything. Hey, shout out to the Super Eagles doctors. I met them in Marrakech. Very nice guys. We can see them always. Timothy said Frederick can play RB, Fernandez and Bassi as CB. No, 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 no. For now, let it still be Bassi and Frederick. People have forgotten the gargantuan performances Benjamin Frederick put up against South Africa, and then against DR Congo and Gabon as a centre back. Ah, no, we cannot forget the work of this our boy. I watched Benjamin Frederick play centre back like someone that was 28 years old. Left to me, him and Bassi are number one. I don't believe when you still have Ola, I know Yoshu, even Osai that is having a struggling game today. These are all very, very competent right backs by any stretch of the imagination. So let Fernandez to come in. Let's just have three that are great that we can play at all times. If Netherlands can have Van Dijk, Van de Ven, De Vrij, Timber, us two, let's become greedy. So that's what I'm hoping to see. So we're going. I agree, John Andrea. I keep wondering who that guy is that the camera keeps panning to with the glasses. Initially, I was thinking, like, is he like an assistant coach or something? Who knows? Anyway, Rufen Didi is coming on. Rufen Didi is coming on, and also Adebayo Adele is coming on to make. I believe it will only be his third appearance for the national team. Maybe number 4. What's coming? He will be a senior players about to step on the pitch. So don't worry, look up to the sky. We understand. You may never play for us again, but don't worry. We still appreciate your work. Because it's Ugbo that's consoling him. 2 of you may not play for Nigeria again if you don't take time. Adele, what you got for me? What you got for me? Go and do that. Will be replaced. I'm sure your answer will be coming off. Adele, I just want to see who we bring on in Didi and it will be 4. Tonya, thank you so much for the kind words, man. It says only your vibe is 100. Thank you so much, bro. We aim to please, but honestly, ask everybody, I'm just being myself. Just Super Eagles always hit you in a different way. Okay, subs, Zirasor is off for Super Eagles captain representing Didi. So as I said, it looks like we're beefing up our midfield to stop the fact that they're penetrating through the middle. And then we're also seeing Oyedika come off for Iwobi. And now we can see Super Eagles football progression from the middle. Alexander! How many caps left now? I believe this Iwobi's 98th cap or 99th cap. I think he'll reach 100 in the next game. I think this cap number 98. Yes. Can you imagine? 98 caps for Nigeria. You guys know how amazing that is. You know how amazing that is. In the history of Nigeria, only 3 players have gotten more caps than Iwobi. Joseph Yobo and Vincent Yama 101 and Amebusa 110. So that means by September qualifiers, Iwobi will break the all-time record. Although Simon is 1 cap behind him. All I know, NFF, you've seen how other countries honor players when they get 100 caps. Please, I don't know how you're going to do. Make sure you have that jersey with 100 and flowers and it will be name. And a place you can commemorate it in NFF since you refuse to have museum. Thank you very much. Really good. Penalty to Nigeria. Surely. Corner. Ah, give it to Osai. That should have been a penalty now. That was a penalty. Anyway, corner to Nigeria. Shout out to Iwobi, man. Iwobi's on, man. Let's see Iwobi ball. Okay, Jay Ambrose said it seems the guy is the crown prince of Jordan. I was gonna say it must be like royalty or something, or part of the federation. Honestly, Linus, Iwobi needs a statue, man. But which pitch will we put? Which stadium do we have to put statue in Nigeria? Well, they'll come and tell us Akabio Stadium is owned by Oyo State government, so it's not exactly like Mudiaga said. Shell done oil the military with Iwobi. So let's see what our progression looks like. Hey, you see now? Look at Didi dropping back. Iwobi is there as the in between line between. Iwobi already got the ball. Look at go see no misplaced pass. Iwobi never received the ball like a quarterback and sprayed the ball from him. I passed to Didi and Didi lost concentration. Didi, are you well? You are the captain of Nigeria. Thank God for Fernandez there. Oh. Willie, you are the captain. Oh. Full concentration, my brother. Fernandez with excellent clearance. Do you see that? Do you see that clearance by Fernandez? See that unit of a man. All right, 61 minutes gone, 29 minutes. Go. 2 goals to 1 in Nigeria's favor. Courtesy of goals by Moses Simon and Emmanuel Fernandez. Shout out to anybody that's joined us in the chat. We've got the final third of the game to go on. Iwobi is on now, and as Mudiaga said, the midfield don't oil. You can see it. You can see it. So hopefully a much more 29 minutes. Nigeria, what's all this panic? Fernandez to Ubo. Ubo, you better face your front. Why someone was saying that Delaya is worse than so I was watching in the comments that Uncle Saul be worse than Uzo. Uzo is worse, bro. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to the guys joining us from Facebook. Shout out to the Facebook tribe. I usually do the live watch alongs on YouTube, but I realize Facebook is a very underutilized channel. Shout out to Teremba PH, Kingsley Mano. So we should mention him. Well, yeah, mention. Thank you. Shout out to everybody on the stream. At the moment, Nigeria back in possession. Fernandez building up the ball. Alexander Chukwuka with a fantastic back heel straight to Simon. You see Robbie now. You see this footballer. Ah, why's my stream being shabby? Okay, Osai back to Oyeka. Stream, stop messing up now. Who they going to enjoy? Oh, guys, are your streams having issues? Nigeria, please now. Make me go and be watching the stream now. How am I seeing a Jordan stream that's significantly ahead? NFF, oh, NFF 6401. Uh-huh. 6406. Oh my God, what is wrong with this stream? Guys, is yours cutting out as well? It will be senior board. Look at the difference. I think I'm up to scratch now, but mine is still breaking. You're watching the Jordan football stream, right? I just ended up watching that. But guess what? Like Like Olutayo just mentioned, Jordan football, they put this game live for their fans to watch. Do they have two heads? Let's all keep doing ourselves. It's all good. At the very least, if we play Portugal and France, we know that the Portuguese and French Federation, they won't allow us to show one stupid, useless stream, you know. So even if it's just for the sake of things getting better, we almost have to hope for these things to occur one day because, man, I'm not understanding at all. I think we are back on track on M4S. I'm just watching M4S because it's the most up to date, timing wise. Oh my God! Shout out to the American Gogo, please. Oh my God! Olusholanke 2927. Thank you so much for your super chat. As you bless me, may God continue to bless you. May your cup never run dry. May you be blessed and everything continue to be. Just let everything just succeed in fruition in Jesus' name. He says, spot on with the rant. Everything about the admin is just substandard. Even to the jersey design, doctor with our previous design. Giving a thought to football administration. Wonder what the steps will be. I thought about it, my brother. I've even asked Claude about ways to end up in football administration, you know. So we'll see, man. One day we'll be able to sort out um, the NFF. Someone said, does NFF have YouTube? They do, but they call it the NFF channel, and they're very stupid. Can you imagine? They produced an amazing set of documentary series in the road to AFCON last year, but they couldn't even title it and describe it properly. You go on there, you just see NFF channel as the headline. Nobody was even competent enough to just change the title and description. Go and check the useless channel. You see there, you know. Ademola Victor is showing it as well. Ademola and IoT, they're all showing it from this same end for STV view. So my point is, from here I can see most clearly. Fair enough for them showing the friendly matches. I know IoT showed it too. Adebayo Gele just had to push the ball wide, stop himself from conceding a very disgraceful goal. But shout out to everybody watching. Hope everybody's able to watch a stream. Me, maybe for friendly games against France and Spain or whoever we end up playing or Portugal, I'll see if we can show the game since they may not ban us, since it's NFL Federation. And they don't even bother to do any due diligence. But shout out to everybody for working with us. Appreciated all the love. 16 minutes gone, 22 minutes gone. Second half has been a bit of a procession, like I said. We have not really conceded any chances, but we've also not conceded that many chances. We've not created anything ourselves. It looks like it's been a very stop-start second half, like you said. So now we have the final half of the second half to go. So let's see how this ends up. Lukman finally gets on the ball. I can't remember last. Lukman's really going to play all these games. That is crazy. Yeah, Timothy, honestly, I'm glad I have to do the last thing. I don't have to listen to the commentary. Trust me, I need it now. He will be my midfield metronome, my quarterback. Sanusi, are you seeing it? You see the ball Sanusi just give you? Can't do this one in the World Cup. Oh. Jackson said, have you heard that CAF wants to increase? Yes, they have. They've officially changed it to 28 teams. This Motsepe guy, man, we need to get rid of him at CAF before he ruins African football. What's the point of 28 teams? So you now have 7 groups, and then the top 2 qualify from each group, so 14. Does that now mean that only 2 third place teams qualify? It may not be worst idea, but why change it from the metric of what it was already to 24 just to appease 4 additional teams? And if it is because Tanzania, Uganda, and Kenya are 3 teams taking up 1 spot, we're still hearing rumors that they may not be ready for the World Cup, for the AFCON next year. And Nigeria and South Africa have registered their interest. But yes, this Mr. Motsepe is fighting for the side for the AFCON World Cup 28. Man, Zeru Sanusi, please. Concentration. Sanusi, what's that now? I'm surprised Igbo has lasted this long. Otele is still waiting for his debut. Excel, your harsh. Oh. at how the ball is now moving with the Iwobi on the pitch. Ah, if anybody ever abused Iwobi, the contempt I'll have for you, oh God. See how the ball is moving now. Simon to Sanusi. Sanusi is not the best developing fullback. He's not bad. Simon almost gave the ball away. What the hell are you doing? Fernandez, great recovery. Onyeka to Ugo. Ugo, please pass the ball well. Thank you. Osai, what are you going to do? Gives it to Lukman. Oh, Lukman gives to Osai well. Oh, Osai. Oh, my God. Osai. Oh, God. Look at. Very, very great interceptions by Fernandez, I must say. He's really grown in stature. Look, I will be playing these two balls, man. The ref did not give a foul. The guy had a Akwaram shirt all over his hand, like he's in love with that call. Like, what the hell? Look, man, great pressing by Nigeria. 71 minutes gone, 19 minutes to go. We're still doing what we need to do. Can you hear now? We're always talking to the mic. If you cannot hear me from here, then there's something wrong with the mic. It wouldn't be the mic. I shouldn't have to do like this. I should be able to hear from here. Hey! Since it's Jackson that said we cannot see the mic, let me know if it's too. Is it too loud? Can you hear? Because I definitely know there's not a mic problem, but let me know. Lookman needs to rest. I agree, John Andrea. Should be rested. Like I said, the only one still in the Champions League out of all our players. The first misplaced pass by Iwobi. Counter attack by Jordan. Jordan, they're doing well for their capabilities, I must say. I'll give them that praise. But they're just not taking good enough. This is where I can see people's worries. Some of these passes, it was Mbappe and Lucas Digne or Desiree Doué. But look, we want to be playing the best teams. I still maintain we're the most important brand in Africa. I would say we're the third best team in Africa based on AFCON. Morocco and Senegal still deserve their respect based on what they've done. But now that you missed the World Cup, we must make sure we never miss one again. No. We must always platform our best players. So let Lukman go and help us in the Champions League. Maybe get Barcelona out of there. We shall see. What is that pass, TT? We're even playing on good pitches. Where's the zip in the pass? 73 minutes gone, 17 minutes to go. Also, if anyone's looking for football games to watch tonight, I am fairly sure. Oh, Italy have already scored. Moscow. Wow. Czech Republic are 1-0 up against Denmark. No surprise there. Italy are about to break their 12-year World Cup drought. Nigeria, when is your turn in the next World Cup? Will you make sure you're there? Time shall tell. 74th minute, excellent pass by Jordan. Corner to Jordan. Okay, we'll go try there. I hope all of you can see that these games we're watching is all streamed by the Jordan Football Association. Nigeria, do Jordan have two heads? This is a team going to their first ever World Cup. Let Gustavo keep gaslighting us. Keep gaslighting us. Jordan about to make 3 or 4 subs, but anyway, Nigeria. He will be with a fantastic through ball tackle. Ref, he was on. Akko, don't worry, keep it up. Eventually, one will speak for you, my bro. Timothy says, I feel more comfortable than Ile. Of course you do. Everybody feels more comfortable than bloody Francis Zoho. No offense to that guy. The amount of evil Zoho has done is enough. And he has even played in the World Cup. He was our number one last World Cup, and we know how that went. He has played AFCON, where Maret scored that free kick 2019. We all know how that went. I have now watched Zoho, like, it's enough. I watched a friendly match, like, we already know his level. Like I said, an Omonia Nicosia player will not be playing for Nigeria. So if Adele is going to become third choice, so be it. But Okoye and Nabali is number one. In fact, go and talk to my boy Okoko. because we cannot be playing mediocre goalkeepers going forward. Goalkeeper cannot remain a weak point for Nigeria. It's only recently that it stopped being a weak point of ours, especially once we got um Nwabali and Okoye. So let him not start today, please. I'm begging you. I'm begging you. Jordan on the ball, 15 minutes to go. Where is our covering right back? Why do they have so much space? Almost what they do. 2-2. 76 minutes. I'll be honest with you. These Super Eagles big team, they're not ready. They are not ready at all. You see that goal? Oh my God, I'm absolutely disgusted. That's the only thing I can say. I am absolutely disgusted. Nothing else to say. Like, where is the Sanusi? Like, Sanusi, we said you can defend. Does that look like someone that can defensive disarray, honestly? Like, from even the lack of pressing for the guy to play the cross with the outside of his right foot to the ball entering the net. Like, this shit is disgraceful. I'm sorry. Like, what is going on here? Sanusi, disgraceful. Ugbo, back to the queue number 6. You're shocking. Like, the central indeed, Iwobi, what are you doing? You're supposed to track the midfielders. You're not tracking anybody. Oh my God. I hope you guys saw that. Wow. Why is Onwachino on the pitch after 77 minutes? Where's Otele? Eric Shell has started with this is lack of plan B as well. Oh. You've seen Ogbo have a shocking game. He's still on in 77 minutes. Sanusi caught sleeping defensively. Nothing to improve. Fernandez, that's an absolutely gorgeous diagonal ball. So this guy can also pass. Oh! Simon played it back for Iwobi, who tried a one-time shot just past the post. Nigeria, don't draw to Jordan, no. It's not good for your world ranking, no. Sanusi slid, but honestly, I don't want to give him that excuse. Like, you could just tell our defense was not set. How often do you see a player have that much space to pass the ball into your net from a cross? Like, where was the pressure? Shocking stuff, man. John Andrea, that Man U game was a one-off for Ozor for sure. Never say it happen again. It has not happened before. It will not happen after. 78 minutes gone. Ndidi with Anam is placed pass. What the like? Are these guys serious at all? Do they know how much time we're committed to their head? Pass the ball. You are misplacing passes. You are the captain. Look at. You like misplace the pass again. You will be thank God for you. Rubbish. Ball cut out again. 79 minutes. Jordan yet again with an opportunity through our middle. They play yet another great pass. Number 24. Fernandez. Defend well, oh. Don't commit a foul. Well defended. Track your runners. Track your runners. Ball into the box. Blocked by Ugo. Thank God, though. Look at 2-2. Jordan on the ball. In fact, I hate to say, we're into the final 10 minutes of the game. And Jordan even looked more likely to score. Nah, this Ugo performance, honestly, I will never let you forget it for a while. Go back to number 6 in the pecking order. Sanusi Oyemechi, congrats on your son being born. We need you back as number 1. Right back. Ola, I know you have not played for Nigeria this year. Bro, face your relegation battle June. We need you back in that lineup. with immediate alacrity. Now we're seeing Chukwueze and Otele finally come on in 80th minute. Chukwueze on for Onyeka and Philip Otele, no, Otele on for Onyeka and Moses Simon finally off for Chukwueze. So Otele on to make Super Eagles debut. We'll get just over 10 minutes to see what he can do. So let's see how he gets on. Oh my God, seeing this goal by Jordan is pissing me off more and more. How can Nigeria concede a goal so Japan have scored England? Fantastic. I think Japan will play well again. I trust this technician. Hmm, I trust Japan. Ah, don't tell me they score us again. Okay, replay of the two they equalized. Simon and Eka off, Otele and Chukwueze on. Eric Shell, please, 10 minutes to us something. Oh. But we have to do something about the commentators in Nigeria, man. What are these guys on this stream? Like, see that in the whole Nigeria, you cannot train like 10 people to like learn how to be lead com versus co-coms, when to shut up, when to not speak, when to let your silence fill the room. Anyway, now what? Nigeria building up. It's 2 minutes 24 on the clock. Sanusi back to Fernandez. I must say that since Ndidi came on, we've not seen the impact from Ndidi. In fact, we're winning prior to the Super Eagles captain coming. It will be as improved our attacking play, but of course, we have not scored since been on. So it's a very interesting one to judge, I must say. Like, very, 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 very interesting to judge. Chukwueze, always losing the ball. Oh my God. Yeah, hey, move this ball. Now we're in the final third. The side plays a fantastic ball across the line, but just too much. Akwaram to get on the behind of it. Um, I agree with Daniela. She says something else about conceding in games. I agree. The only caveat I'll say is during AFCON, in the last 4 games we played, we did not concede a single goal in knockouts. But we saw Iran score one after we're 2-0 up. And against Jordan, we were 1-0 down. We even scored 2-1, and then we conceded a goal. So I just want to mention that to say that it's not something that's happening that often anymore. But of course, yet again, one thing we want to see Eric Shell improve on is game states. How do you see a game out? Yes, it's a friendly game and you're trying out players, but if we're being brutally honest, in 83 minutes of this game, you have to say Jordan have been the better team. You know, they've really exposed our defense and our midfield. They really struggled. They just looked like they wanted it more. Look, we almost gave away another pass there again. So honestly, like my questions about our plan B being good enough still remain. You can still see that this team, when Osima is not there, the difference is clear. Even if Lukman is on the pitch, Lukman has had one of those his quiet games like he had throughout World Cup qualifiers, where he's trying but not doing anything. So yet again, we've been exposed by Jordan. You'd even think they're better than Iran. Like Adu was 3-9-2-1 said, is Jordan team better than Iran? So something to say. Khalid don't play. Same people you want in the World Cup. I don't see why two things cannot be right. I don't know why we do this thing everywhere. Nigeria have not lost a match in 90 minutes on Eric Shell. We literally came third in AFCON. We just beat Iran that are ranked 20th in the world. We are ranked 26th in the world. We're number 3 in Africa. The fact we are drawing a game and disappointed is valid, but does not mean we don't believe our team should be in the World Cup now. I don't understand you people, man. Do you not see Ghana? They're not going to World Cup to embarrass themselves. Like, I don't know why things must be so black and white in the mind of Nigerians. You want the team bring about good performances and improve. Yes, today they're struggling slightly, but there's still some good things we've seen today. Why must be 0-100? This is who you want in World Cup. This is who you. I don't get the way Nigerians think. Man. Yes, it's them I want. Because that's where we rightfully belong. We should always be there. It's a disgrace for a team like Nigeria not to be in a World Cup when there's 9 or 10 African teams. That's just factual information. Ah, well, it's the same people, yes. Plus Osimhen and the big boys. Why, why are we acting like out of this starting backline that we have here? We all know that none of them will start for Nigeria on a normal day. We have Ola Aina there. We have Basi and we have Benjamin Frederick. We have Onyemechi as our starting left midfielder. Yes, Onyeka started games during AFCON, but we know that Ndidi and Iwobi are starting midfielders. And when they start, we know that the game works around very differently. And then we all know that if you remove a Moses Simon and a Urasor and you end up putting Victor Osimhen, and then you then play with your 4-3-1-2, we all know how well we saw the team perform. So now we're watching one friendly game. We're not even losing. Oh, yeah. 3-on-2. It won't be. It won't be. Are you sick in the head? Shoot the ball. Another breakaway. Nigeria 4-on-3. It will be shoot the ball. Try to take the ball back again. Exactly, Aaron. He should have shot. Iran beat Costa Rica 5-0. Jordan turned them 2-2. I guess the answer tells us that football is played on the pitch. All I know is I don't expect Nigeria to be drawn in Jordan if I'm being. And it's still not too late to ensure that doesn't happen. You will be everything side. Shoot the ball. Look, man, taking a corner, is taking it quickly. Look, man, dribble the guy. Oh, yeah, oh, yeah. Fuck, excuse my language. You've done the hard work. You now give stupidity. Of course, he loses the ball. Now, wow. If it's about saying it's the people you want to the World Cup, have you seen England? Sure, you know England, they lost to Senegal in June last year. In their recent friendlies, they drew against Uruguay 4 days ago in Wembley, and they're now losing to Japan. It's like someone saying, "Oh, at least the players want to the World Cup." It's still a friendly now. We'll still judge it accordingly. Exactly, Timothy. Come on, Nigeria. One more goal. Thank you. Yeah, let's see something. Now we are camping in the end. Now we are playing how we should have played 30 minutes ago. Chukwueze, better don't lose this ball. Do not lose this ball. Play like Marcos Silva is watching you. 2 minutes to go. It's not nonsense to wisdom. Jonathan, how is it nonsense? Do you not see us in AFCON? People assume that we should just roll over Jordan like they're not going to the World Cup. They've actually played some very good stuff today, I must say. Oh, almost 3-2. Almost 3-2. Jordan goalkeeper had tipped that ball way over the bar. Who headed the ball? Stop telling. Philip Otelli almost scored, though. Looping header. Another corner for Nigeria that's played short again. I don't get why. We will be back to Ndidi. Ndidi cross. Ndidi cannot cross his life. Anything attacking action, just forget it. Unless the header from the corner like he scored out. All right, final minutes of the game. We've got 1 more minute left of the 90 minutes. Iwobi has just played an absolutely gorgeous ball over the top for Osai. Osai has done nothing with it as usual. This is one of the worst, if not the worst Osai Samuel game I've watched in a Super Eagles jersey. He has been absolutely stinking. John Nigeria, yes, we should be beating them. I agree, but it's not like they haven't played. They played even better than Iran. And on the balance of play, we don't deserve to be beating them, at least based on the game, you know. And they're not farmers. Thank you, Black Boy Shea. Stop saying they are playing nonsense. They are playing farmers. Victor says, I feel Simon should have been subbed earlier. Edika should have been tested in creating me role. I agree with you. It's one thing we still see with Derek Shell. He's not making subs on time. It looks like we'll have 4 minutes of stoppage time starting from now. So let's see if Nigeria can get a winner or if we have to settle for a 2-2 draw. Let's see. I'm going to do a review show. I'll record later. I want to make sure we can go and all watch these World Cup qualifiers. Referee, how is that a foul on Iwobi? The Jordan player tried to do giddy go on Iwobi, and Iwobi pushed him away. Nah, I hate teams that act like little bitches. Now look at these Jordanian footballers running on the picture. Who cares about these pricks? I hate when small countries try to shalaye. Get the fuck out of the pitch, man. This is your first World Cup. Who the hell are you? Oh, I hate when small countries try to shalaye. Get off the bloody pitch. We are defending our country. Who the hell cares who you are? Iwobi was fooled now. I don't think Jordan was underestimated, but we didn't think they were this good. I'll say that. I'll tell you that. Up there, you doing? Iwobi is not having it. And rightfully so. All right, get off the pitch. Let the match end, man. Tell these Jordan guys to get off the pitch. I do agree the ref is slightly biased, though. Even though our goal that I chopped off from the AD card, that was nonsense. Referee, hurry up. Sent off Iwobi. What's wrong with this ref? He gave Iwobi a red, gave the Jordan guy a yellow. Oh my God, this ref. Oh my God. Just end this match, man. Let's go and watch other games. I'm tired of this shit, man. Like, oh, unlucky, man. Iwobi was absolutely pulled back and he grabbed the guy and dropped him onto the floor. And the ref gave him a red for that. I can't believe my eyes, man. Oops. Okay. So yeah, Iwobi's been given a red card. Crazy. Match is over, by the way. I think this is crazy. So does that mean Iwobi misses our next friendly game? Nah, man. I think the ref is absolutely tapped. They literally dragged Iwobi. And he just like told the guy to leave him. But to be honest, it's a friendly game, so you can say gamesmanship be smarter. But Lord, Linus raised a good point. That's what you expect when you play low quality teams. Taking it right, you expect them to use all the tricks in their book. You're right. I think that's a crazy decision, I must say, by the referee. But you know what? Let's just end this match, man. I'm even fed up. NFF, please, you don't want to play Jordan again. We want to play France. We want to play Portugal, please. Take us to games where we can actually benefit from a home crowd, not where they'll be giving stupid decisions. And our team will be looking so mediocre. Just blow the bloody whistle, man. Of course, the game is over. So basically, stoppage time is a waste of time. All right, guys. So game over. Final result: 2 goals to 2. The Jordanians opened the scoring number 10 with a fantastic free kick that was also scored. And then we know that Moses Simon got the equalizer just after the 2 minute mark after good work by Akko. And a shot from Lukman was blocked. It was then subsequently smashed in by Moses Simon. After that, we then saw Emmanuel Fernandez score his first goal for the Super Eagles of Nigeria to make it 2-1 at halftime. And then shocking defending from Super Eagles, it must be said, allowed the Jordanians to equalize with about 20 minutes to go. and the final score of the match is 2 goals to Jordan and 2 goals to Nigeria. I must say, on the balance of play, 2-2 is probably the right result, but you have to say very disappointing for Nigeria not to have won the match. When you play inferior position, yes, we thank God we did not lose, but there's no reason we shouldn't be beating teams like this. And when you look at the balance of play, we're still seeing a lot of the same issues that we had for Eric Shaw from AFCON. Lack of a plan B. Who can step up when Osimhen is not there? Yet again, we consider from set pieces again. This time it was a direct free kick rather than a corner. That's something we've seen again. We're unable to create enough chances and really press from our advantage against an opponent that we're clearly superior than. They've even felt so good. They're now shaking hands with the clearly the king of Jordan or somebody that's happy with them, and they're celebrating. But Nigeria is all good. We don't take too much of a battering because we only drew the match. I think we may get like a minus zero point 0.2 or zero point 0.5 from our world ranking. So we're more likely going to remain 26th. Shame we drew the game, but at least we did not lose. Good team of the Simon score again. And I think the biggest joy for me was Emmanuel Fernandez in this game. You know that we could have gotten a penalty on our side somewhere, which was ignored. And also the same with the disallowed goal from our Adams. So on a given day, we could have easily won this. Okay, so we're all done for the day. Like I said, guys, I'm gonna be dropping a hot takes video very, very quickly, for everybody to give me their hot takes, and of course, I'll record a hot takes video tomorrow. Also, I'll record a review of this match properly. I'll keep it to 15 minutes, nothing more. Where we'll talk about all the points that we've spoken about today for your listening pleasure, and just to make sure that everybody is able to also watch. So look out for that. Of course, we'll be touching on the goals. Like I said, Nigeria have no future games confirmed yet, but it's very likely we'll be playing Portugal on the 6th of June, in preparation for Portugal's World Cup. And like I said, I'll be mentioning in the review the amount of teams that are yet to organize friendlies in June that will be playing African teams, because very likely we'll be playing one of them. So, as a man, please don't take us to this dead stadium again where it's clearly the whole of Jordan is there. Can we go to America or come to England, please? If the Senegalese Federation can organize a friendly match to start the France, Gustav, surely you know people that are smart enough to make it happen, even if it's not you. So please figure this out. Now, anyway, we take the draw. Disappointing, you would have thought we would more likely draw against Iran and beat Jordan. But I must say, when you watch the Jordan team, they look so much better than Iran, which is crazy because this Jordan team drew with Costa Rica 2-2, and Iran beat Costa Rica 5-0 today. So it's an interesting one, but I wouldn't judge Nigeria too harshly. I still think we have an over reliance on our star players, especially Osimhen, Iwobi, Ndidi, Basi. The spine is still the spine for a reason. We saw Lookman struggle today in ways that we've seen in World Cup qualifiers when Osimhen is not there, so that was not good enough. Also, our creativity is really a big issue. Once Iwobi is not in the match, we really struggle to see who can also create. Fisayo Delibashi was not given any minutes today for us to see him do the work. But this is why I want Siko Santucci. We should go and be talking to Etananeri right now. The lack of creativity in this team is crazy. I still can't believe we were not even able to convince Izzy. And I know it's this incompetent people because I'm watching England now. Yes, Eze is injured. But England, they'll do everything to not take this boy to the World Cup. Come where I love. This should be wearing number 10 for us. But here we are. But all in all, it's still a friendly game, so let's not panic. We still did not lose. We're still yet to lose in 90 minutes on Eric Shaw. So we take the positives. Shout out to Manuel Fernandez for a very, very good full debut which he started. I think he was pretty much standout Nigerian player. So a few people that we need to see much better from in this game. I think our midfield and our defense really struggled. I thought Sai Samuel had one of those games that make you wish and clamor for a line. I have to say. But that creativity issue is very, very strong. And we need attacking options. This is not the second time we've seen a result player Guada solo in a match that is struggling. But it's because he probably does not rely on the match experience like you for products. So the throws he needs the urbans of the world. can you figure out your careers? Can you start scoring and put yourself in the show that will start calling back? Boniface, please remember you're on a musical journey. These are the kind of games where Boniface should be scoring a hat trick for us and making the game easy. But yet again, we cannot even rely on those. So, we lick our wounds. It's still, it leaves a bad taste when you draw against Jordan, I must say, because it's like, come on, guys, you shouldn't be beating this kind of opposition. But it's Nigeria, so sometimes this thing will happen. But at the very least, thank the heavens we did not match. I want to say a big shout out to all 260 people on the live stream. Thank you for allowing us to get up to 6,000 views and also for really going hard on the likes. We've got 176 likes today. Before I round up the podcast, I'll just quickly go through the comments. Maybe we'll have time for one person to give their opinion, but I really want us to all go and watch all the other World Cup. Serious teams, Well, watch out for the review video. We will be with you tomorrow for sure, and also the hot takes video will be with you for sure on Tuesday. On Thursday, we will be back with our live weekend review. All the top football games are returning this weekend. In England, we've got a bunch of FA Cup games. Arsenal against Bournemouth. Arsenal against who are we playing? Southampton, and then City against Liverpool. So watch out for that piece of content. Also, shout out everybody for the love. Thank you so much to the two people that gave us super chat. And for the one person that joined us in the number. I appreciate it all so much. Thank you guys for giving me your time. Please, if you're new here, please like, please subscribe to the channel. Remember, we do this all the time. We do our best to give you content. So I really, really appreciate you guys. Remember, sorry, someone said they burnt the ticket for 3 days. I'm so sorry. Sorry about that. Solana said, can't wait for Iwobi's YouTube. It's going to be crazy. I mean, he should be. I can't believe they gave him a red card. That's crazy. Also, he should have scored. We definitely have some positives in the game to take for sure. But the Simon's time has come. Fernandez is the future. I totally agree. Zaidu, Igogbo, Moses Simon is all out of that team. I almost agree. I think Ugo really, really played himself out of contention today. Simon is a hard one because he still scored yet again. So I still think he's very important in our team. Zaidu should be a bencher. That for someone that we claim is better defensively than Oyemichi. For you to be all watching like that and then you then slip to allow Jordan equalize, I mean, it's just disgraceful stuff. Uzo, I agree, no business in the squad. Nabali, go and play for a club side. And I agree on the one-trick pony. Eric Shaw has some more tools, but what I think today showed us is that we need to figure out more in terms of the creative options that we can garner and who can we pull out. Nwaneri, I thought Nwaneri was not needed yet, but man, he's going to speak to his family right away. The lack of creativity in this team is very, very alarming, especially when you see them able to shoot off Lookman. If Lookman is being shot off from the middle, Eric Shaw, you've watched this guy play as a winger under Diego Simeone. Let Lookman cook some people on the wings. Instead, Lookman stays the entire match in the middle of the pitch and is not able to create anything or receive the ball, and nothing's changing. And he's so frustrated and plays the whole game. So that was disappointing from Eric Shaw, but hopefully we'll see that rectified sooner rather than later. Ugbo and Zaidu, very disappointing, I agree. Certain players, I think, played themselves out of the team. But ultimately, let's remember that we have not lost any game. We beat Iran 2-1 and we drew with Jordan 2-2, even with the lack of prep by the NFF. You guys know how late the NFF even confirmed where this venue of this match will be played. So I think we still have to give them grace based on the incompetence of the federation and the team. Also, all the demands Eric Shell asked for, NFF, have you given him? Because if Nigerians are going to be criticizing Eric Shell, the least we can do is make sure he has all the conditions he has for to perform so that we can criticize him with our full chest. And I'll be honest, the fact that we're criticizing the coach and we drew a match lets me know how far we've come from the days of Finidio Pesero, where we'll be chopping steady disgrace. Or even Genotro. There's a time we'll be drawing 4-4 to Central African Republic under these coaches. So, we have to say that when you think about what we're disappointed about, it's still much better compared to what we're doing before. I do hope Igor Ugbo grows from this, though. He had a shocking game, it must be said. This guy almost sounds like he's a friend of Igor Ugbo personally. He needs to improve because he was already struggling to become one of our top 3 center-backs. But a match like this against the 68th ranked country in the world, if you like, be screaming through the comments. The truth of the matter is he's played himself out of contention with that performance today. And he better go and fix up quickly to make sure he does not have such a bad game again. Shout out to Da Vinci. Always good to see you. Da Vinci said, greetings, Olu. Some Nigerians have shown this is an experimental team for sure to develop a pecking order of players. See someone calling Shell a one-trick pony. I mean, you can understand. You want to see more of a plan B, but I do agree it was an experimental lineup. And ultimately, like I said, we did not lose the match. You know, we've seen some plan Bs that now look good for us going forward, and we've seen some that not look good for us going forward. Fernandez has shown me that if Bassi or Frederick are not playing and he's playing in a match, I will feel confident. Ajayi over AFCON has showed us that he can still be counted on. So that's 4. For some reason, the coach did not play Chibike Iwayo today, which was interesting to me because I would have given him a starting spot over Igor Ogbo. But at least in terms of Bassi, Frederick, Ajayi, and Fernandez, you can say that those 4 center backs give you a lot of confidence. Waiwo and Ugbo as 5 and 6 is okay. So if you say that that's even your plan C, you can live with it. Sanusi is showing us that we need Felix Agu back in the lineup because yet again, when you're a player that is not starting, whenever you get a chance, you need to shine. Sanusi did some okay things, but the defensive lapse in the last 30 minutes, honestly, is unforgivable. So Felix Agu, dust your boots off. We'll see you in June in those friendly games as Onyemechi's deputy. Onyemechi, just by not even playing today, you've continued to establish yourself as the Super Eagles starting left back, which we already know you were from AFCON, young Marcelo. Right back, I have to say Osai had one of those games that detracts again. Yes, Osai had 5 good games at AFCON, and he made us feel good about I know not necessarily being there. But games like today remind you why Osai Samuel plays for a mid-table team in Championship and does not start all the time. And Ola, I know, is absolutely critical to Nottingham Forest and still has a chance of potentially winning a Europa League title this summer. So Ola, I know, there's some games you watch where just by Ola, I know not being there, it makes you remember and reprioritize the importance of Ola, I know. And I'll be honest, guys, today was one of those games. Osai was really bad. He really struggled. Decision making, the amount of misplaced passes, the amount of time his fullback cooked him. I was just like, Osai, what happened today? Is it lack of match rustiness? Is it match sharpness? Is it the fact that you had to play back-to-back 90 minutes and you haven't been playing all the games for your club side? So those are the kind of things that you continue to experiment in a friendly game. I don't know how Alebioshi was not called up for this set of friendlies, especially considering how well he played against Uganda. So I don't know what Eric Shaw is thinking there, unless Azaman told him that there's only 23 tickets. But yet again, why did you only call up one right back? Because now all of a sudden, right back position, we're thinking, oh my God, panic. Yes, Frederick can play there as well, and Fernandez still needs time because he's going to grow. But this is what friendlies are for. Fernandez has shown that, yes, I can be ready. Adele, I don't even know what to judge because the way he rushed out for that goal, he could have allowed his defenders stay there. We all know that Adele and Uzo are not good enough. In fact, games like today confirm to everybody that Nabale and Okoye are 1 and 2. Either way you like it. Go and get Otonkoko to come in as number 3 and let him know that he's the youngest of all 3. So the future is his oyster. So these are what friendly games are. Sanusi did his chances a lot of bad. Osai struggled today, but he has half contacts to still keep him in the loop. But would have liked to have seen Alebioshi or Olaino back. Remember, it's Nigeria that even led to Olaino missing 3 months of football because he was playing against South Africa and that stupid pitch South Africans carried us to. So we haven't seen Olaino play for Nigeria since then. So when is Olaino going to come back into the fold? Olaino is still clearly our best right back, especially days like today, I remind you. Onyeka and Onyedika, if their midfield pivots cannot work against Jordan, then that tells us that tactic cannot run. It means that Onyeka and Onyedika cannot play together. At AFCON, we saw Eric Shell play Fisayo Delebashiru and Onyedika and then play Onyeka as the DM. So if you're going to play them as double pivots, it does not work. But if you let one of them stay as the whole, which should be Onyeka, and then you play Onyedika and Fisayo Delebashiru or Onyedika and Iwobi, people who can progress the ball and be the balance between the attack and defense, that's when you see the opportunities. But for some reason, the coach called up his usual 5 central midfielders. They not call up Tochukwu Nadi. They not call up Akisamiru. They not call up David Moses. They not call up Anthony Dennis for us to see who else could potentially learn how to progress the ball. It's a real struggle. And we also have a problem where we need our backup to Lookman. We need someone who can also play as a number 10 in that hole. Fisayo Delebashu showed during AFCON against Uganda that he can do it, but he has not played there enough. So we need more. And then these are wingers. Oh my God, yet again, I don't even know if I want to say if it's Eric Shell's way of platforming wingers or the fact that he usually doesn't play without wingers. Ultimately, Simon has scored 2 goals in 2 games, so he's not losing his place anytime soon. I don't think Girasor did enough to command a place again. Philip Botelli almost scored in the last 20 minutes, but the way the game state was, he was not able to do too much for us to see what he could really do. So you have to say, even from a left winger perspective, it still looks like Lukman and Simon are the best we've got. Because all these new guys, nobody really shone. I'd like to see Otele play some more minutes next time, but that's on Eric Shell for deciding to play Urasor for 70 minutes and Otele only played 10 minutes. Then you now tell us that he has not seen a left winger. But when you look at our left wingers performing in Europe right now, Otele is one of the few ones that are showing signs of life, of reaching another level. Moses Simon, for his club side, we already know the limitations. Ejuke is a non-existent player except from being a bench warmer for Sevilla. Yes, Urasor is doing some things, but there's reason he plays for Genk in Belgium. So really and truly, it still comes back to Lukman and Simon because of Premier League pedigree. I mean, Simon, national team pedigree, but Lukman is still our best left winger. Should we play wingers? So if we're playing wingers, I want to see Lukman start on the left wing. That way, we know he can create, he can cross, he can pass. And if you put a target man like Onwachu up there, he will more likely be able to find him. Even Aquaras makes very good runs. But guess what? He barely received any crosses in this game. The amount of times he was just partially offside because nobody was trying to find him until Iwobi came onto the pitch. And if there was VAR, I'm sure 1 or 2 of those flagged offsides for Aquadams would have been onside. So, Eric Shaw, we want to see a plan B. You cannot be trying to create a plan B, then you play Chukwueze for the last 10 minutes of a game where you're struggling against Jordan. And we see no other Nigerian striker play except Aquadams. You give Onwachu charity minutes. How do we know who else can perform as a striker? So I have some con for Eric Shaw for sure, and a lot that needs to be improved, but it was not our better friendlies. One thing I would say is we clearly tend to play better in competitive games when we're serious, because this reminds me of Unity Cup where we're beating Ghana 2-1 and drawing 2-2 against Jamaica and beating Jamaica on penalties. If Nigeria plays Jamaica in a competitive match, we'll beat them like 6-0. In fact, anybody that's hoping DR Congo may not forget about it. Jamaica are useless. I watched them play against New Caledonia. They won 1-0. DR Congo are going to their first World Cup in 52 years. Next time, Nigeria do not lose on penalties to Congo. In fact, in the first place, do not lose in a group with South Africa. Nigeria played 10 games, only won 4 games. 4. Eric Shell won more matches at AFCON as Nigeria coach than were able to win in World Cup qualifiers. And that's because he only prosecuted 6 of those games. The 6 World Cup qualifiers Eric Shell prosecuted, we won 4 and we drew 2. The remaining 4, go and ask Pesero and Finidi what they did with our points. Finidi went to 3 World Cups, so Finidi went to 3 World Cups. And yet he could not even have the foresight to care about his country enough to not sabotage us. Playing Benjamin Tanimu, someone that is now in the Moroccan League, is who he was having starting World Cup qualifier games for us. It's all good. So the good news is we still have a good amount of options around, but this our attack. We still have to say that Akko, Osimhen, Lukman, Iwobi, those 4 are still the best hope and chances we have of scoring goals in any games. Everybody else not named those 4, we're yet to see. The jury is still out. Onwachu has moments where we can be comfortable with him based on what he's performed, yes. But Chukwueze, we need to see more. Otele or all these backup wingers, one of them needs to decide that they want to be the star player that can take on the mantle of being a good backup as and when we need. And we still need that number 10. In my opinion, I will still keep Fisaya Delebashiru and Onwachu. They do a good job as one of 2 of these 4. Chukwueze should be one of these 4, but we see games like today where you're just wondering what's going on. But last game, he was fine. So that's 3, but we need one more quality performer that we can bring it to this team, and then we'll see how it goes. But like I said, please look out for the review that I'll be dropping tomorrow. I really appreciate everybody, all 351 people still watching this. Shout out to the Facebook listenership as well for watching. I appreciate you all and appreciate it all. I'm just going to go through the comments and maybe I will share. Actually, no, there's no time for that today. Let me go through the comments and let's round up the podcast. Let me just talk on anybody's thoughts. So, Zerusanusi, Team C and B, we got all of that. Victor, I spoke about that. Black Boy says, Black Boy Shay, we need an overhaul in the NFF for real, man. I think we all know these guys. And I hope you all help me somehow for us to continue to tackle these people. Kingsley, we played in Turkey. We played Jordan and Iran because they're both playing the World Cup and they were looking to play African opposition, which they will play in their groups. I do agree we should have better opposition, but look, if you watch both of these games, it's not as if we absolutely battered both of them. We definitely beat Iran well, but we should have battered. We did not play as well today. So that's why you've seen all the comments I've mentioned. Um, Elias, good to see you, my bro. Hey, you won! Shout out to Somalia, man. Shout out to Somalia. I saw the game was taking place in Mauritius today, in Saint Pierre, but I didn't see the score. Congratulations to that, man. And we'll see Somalia in the main draw. Guys, game is done. Game is done. Game is done. Oh my God! Wait, the audio was bad 15 minutes ago. Oh my God! And I just kept talking. Oh my! Is the audio still shit? Yo, yo. Mic check. 22222222. I'm so sorry about that, man. Sorry about that, guys. More comments. Da Vinci said, I think at this moment, this game just solidifies Bassi and Frederick as our top center backs. Well said. I agree. I'm so sorry about the audio, guys. Forgive me. Honestly, the Ugbo match was really that bad, man. It has to be said. But let's see how Fernandez goes. I don't know why he did not call up Alebioshu like Victor just said here. Sydney, good to see you. Serious goalkeeper problem. No, no, no. We need Okoye was fine. I don't think we have a problem. We have a problem beyond Okoye and Nwabali. But Nwabali needs to find a team for sure. Osai really struggled today, must be said. Chukwueze tried, but didn't do well enough. I like that. Onyeka and Onyedika are two midfielders that like moving forward. I thought Shell would have allowed Onyedika to be the creative midfielder and allow Lukman to be left wing. That's an idea that he needs to figure out for sure. And I can see people talking about Eric Shell improving, but remember what he has done for us as well. So we'll see how those things go. I do think we need Ethan Nwaneri as soon as possible, guys, with immediate alacrity. I'm so sorry about this. I love this comment because I want to highlight Iwobi's gamesmanship for Nigeria. No matter the friendly, no matter the place, Alexander is there. And we must give him credit. He almost even scored the winning goal in this match. And you changed the play in terms of our creativity once he came on in this pitch. That referee is a disgrace for that red card. After the guy tried to literally hound down Iwobi while Nigeria was going on a straight attack. And you could see Iwobi's frustration. You either give both players a red or you give both players a yellow card. But Iwobi, what a servant for Nigeria. Like I said now, he's got 2 more games to reach 100 caps for Nigeria. He will officially become Nigeria's most capped player when he's done. There's only 3 players that have ever made up to 100 caps for Nigeria. Ahmed Musa, Vincent Yama, and Joseph Yobo. And you people know that the last 20 caps from Ahmed Musa was just charity caps as per our former captain, you know. So Alex Iwobi, we have to give him credit. And look how we improved our football once he came on. So let's see how it goes. I totally agree with everybody. Why not try Bashiru as a 10? I would have as well. I don't think Iwobi was that poor, but I see what you mean about it did not stop the Jordanians from being able to create chances through the middle. I will agree with that. And Alebioshu should have been called up for sure. So I want to thank everybody. Shout out to everybody for getting us to 7,500 views. Shout out to the 2 super chats in the building. I also want to give you a big thank you. As I said, watch out for the review episode dropping tomorrow as well as the hot takes. Once I record the hot takes video, make sure you drop all your hot takes in that video. It will literally be, you'll be able to get it in the next 10 minutes. I'm going to record it now. And then, of course, watch out for the preview video as we get back to club football from Thursday. But enjoy all the football, and I hope you still enjoyed Nigeria playing. Of course, we have to also account for the fact that the motivation is different when you know you're not going to the World Cup. If Nigeria was playing this exact same friendly match just before we're going to the World Cup, all these same players knowing that they're playing for their World Cup, the way they would have played would have been entirely different. So I love this comment from Charles because it's as if the boys didn't want to play the friendly, but we also have to account for motivation and the fact that it's still a friendly game when you know you're not going to the World Cup. When all their peers are going to the World Cup and they're the only team of sufficient stature that is not going to the tournament, that must feel so shit and so terrible. So it is what it is. I want to say a big thank you to the listenership and for all the comments and for giving me your time. It's been 2 hours and 15 minutes. I promise you I will do another. When we do the live stream on Thursday, I want to give people all the time to speak. I've just been on my feet for almost 2.5 hours, and I am absolutely shattered. So I want to thank you so much. And thank you so much, Prince Ochoma, for talking about the world ranking lost by the draw. Minus 1.81. We had plus 5.35 for beating Iran. So give or take, any better mathematicians, let's just say we've got a plus 3.7 something swing from this international break. So we will probably remain 26th in the world, no problem. And then we await our potential drop from the World Cup. But if Nigeria play Portugal and France and somehow draw both of them, we may move up to like 24th or 23rd, and then maybe the fall won't be so drastic. One thing I will say though is when you look at the teams outside the top 30 in the world, a lot of them are not in the World Cup. So even though I know we'll drop to 30 something, I don't think we'll drop below 40 for sure. From 26, we'll definitely drop somewhere in the middle 30 somethings, and we'll see how it goes. But I want to thank you guys so much for everything. Good luck to Jamaica, good luck to Congo, wherever you support. World Cup, we're going to cover all our African brothers. Both the good and the bad will be there. Since Nigeria refused to let us shine, we're going to go. Do you know how many days the World Cup is? June 11th to July 19th. That is over how many days? 38 days of football every day. And Nigeria will not be there. Well, I'm dusting myself off. We're watching every game we can. So we're going to have a World Cup daily show, and we'll do our best as much possible to do watch-alongs for the African team games, just to let you know. And we'll be launching the page Africa Football Weekly alongside Nigeria Football Weekly. So just to give you a bit of housekeeping about what's going on. Italy are winning 1-0. They're beating Bosnia 1-0. Sweden are beating Poland by 2-1. So it looks like Sweden and Italy are definitely going. I need to check the other results, but let me go and watch them. And shout out to everybody. Guys, in a competitive match, Nigeria is smashing Jordan. I agree. Iran, let's not give NFF ammunition against Shell. Da Vinci, God bless you for your takes always. Thank you so much again to everybody. Sheon said, good evening, my brother. I have a lot to say, but no time. Super Eagles need a natural number 10 and a better goalkeeper. I think we all agree to everybody who said, why are you not talking about my comments? This is what I don't like about some people. You can see me. I've been standing on my feet. There's over 1,000 comments. If I accidentally do not see your comments, doesn't mean I don't want to react to it. Stop being a little bitch. So they'll make you talk to them with anger. Why are you ignoring my comments? Who's ignoring your comments on purpose? Why angry Nigeria have lost? You can see us trying to do our work here, manage community, manage expectations. But there's always one person that will take it personal and be salty. Well, I'm not ignoring your comments on purpose now. Act like you've been here before. I've been making someone be sounding rude to people that are lovely people. Stand on your feet for 3 hours. That's not the one that's pissing you off. Why are you not talking about your comments? Okay, I've answered your comment. What's the comment? Iwobi and Didi were poor. Have we not said it 100 times today? Is that not what we've said? They need to improve. Is that not what we've been saying? Are we not saying the same thing? If a group of comments all match the same information, then there's no need for me to go through all of them. We're doing our best out here, just trying to work on things. So I'm telling you, you're ignoring my comments. Are you too? Michelle, I'll curse if I like, please. I'm a grown man. I'm 33 years old. Please, there's respectability here, but don't get to them. My mouth is very sharp. I love everybody. It's all for free. I'm supporting, we're supporting. I bring my bill, you do your work, but let's keep it respectful here, please. I will curse if I like. Let's keep things respectful, please. Much love. Do you know how much work it takes? Do you know how much effort we go through to bring these things? You're ignoring my comments. Do you think it's on purpose? You just want to be mean and ignore your comments? Because we're not nice people. It's not good now. God bless you. Please, I'll do my best not to ignore your comments, so you know it's not on purpose. God bless you. Thank you so much. Don't be making someone bring negative energy into the building. Do you think it's easy? I'm hungry. I've been standing for 3 hours. I want to go and watch match. My brother is going somewhere. I'm trying to talk to people here. But of course, we must support, and we signed up for this, so we're happy to do it. But please don't take the kindness for weakness now. Ignore my comments. We should now die. Thank you so much to everybody. God bless you. Let's even sign off. Let me not keep too much negative energy here, please. God bless you. Nigeria have now drawn to Jordan. You think I'll be smiling? We're supposed to be going to America in 3 months. We're not. You think it's only you that is upset? Me too, I'm upset too now. Things easy to be covering Nigeria. Good, bad, evil. No matter what Nigeria do, I have to be there. Even though as a man want to gaslight me and make my life harder, I still have to be here. Even when I know as a man will not improve anything, I still have to believe. You think me too, I don't want to sit down and just be watching ball. Much love. Anyway, much love to everybody. Shout out to Charles. We need to overhaul NFF. We really do. We really do. I hope you guys saw Gusau in that stadium trying to do dignitary while seeing the whole stadium empty, watching the most premier brand in Africa play football. Do you know that if it was a certain kind of president of a federation, he would be looking around thinking, this cannot be my federation. This is an embarrassment. But you can tell Gusau is used to certain standards that are so poor that his brain is not even clocking that that's not right. When last did you see England play a friendly match? They did not fill the stadium. Or even, let's even go Senegal and Morocco. When last see Morocco play a match that the stadium was not full? Go and carry us to all these treacherous places. It's even Jordan's FA that is running the production of the match for us. We don't know who signed the ref. That the line goes from Nigeria after the referee. Somebody told the referee that his handball into it, disallowed the goal. Now give Nigeria a red card, not give them a red card. But as a man sitting down there smiling. Honestly, man, God will help all of us. Joe Samuel said we need to stop accepting friendly invitations of Jordan and Egypt. I don't even mind. Make sure we beat. Thank you so much for the kind words, my brother. God bless you. As long as we beat them, I don't mind them. But also, this is why you to perform your best and prepare in the best way you can. So there's no mago-mago. In fact, watching that match, I'm almost trying to believe that Nigeria's analysts did not have enough time to analyze the Jordanians. Because do you see how quickly and fast they moved that ball? We clearly were not prepared. And the amount of times they're creating chances through the middle of our pitch. And how long it took for us to rectify that was definitely concerning, I must say. You know? So shout out to everybody, man. Guys, sorry about that earlier series. That's not my character. I have a sharp mouth too. And sometimes when I'm on edge too, I can do my own. I just want to let's spread this love and this peace. We all love Super Eagles. We love Nigeria football. Nobody's ever ignored on purpose. I promise you is what I'm trying to say. Forgive my harsh words. I'll use nicer ones next time. But of course, everybody has seen the side where I can now yarn the one that may not be nice. So it's all well and good. We have not played any top teams outside Africa since 2022. You're right. Speak on it, Charles. In fact, these people are not even aware of the brand of what Nigeria is and what we can become. Because I'm telling you, as far as a team is from the African continent, Nigeria is as marketable as any team you can play. There is no country in Europe or North America that you cannot find Nigerians come and watch the match. But guess what? Gusa and NFF, do they think? Do the NFF even have a ticketing website? Me, I can go on England's website now and get a ticket for their June friendlies. Where's the last time we saw tickets? Meanwhile, there's Six Africa in Nigeria. Nobody's thinking. And I'm sure those as I meant, they don't want any young people around. They'll say, unless you're buying down and calling them sir, you don't have anything to say. So even the good ideas that they could listen to, are they listening to anything? I doubt it. You know. Shout out to you, Aaron, man. Thank you so much, man. May God continue to bless you. Honestly, I appreciate you always on this channel, all your comments, and just being an amazing member of the community. Thank you so much, and may God continue to bless you. Thank you so much, Aaron. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody. I really want to watch this Italy game. Bastoni's got a red card. Oh my God, we need to go and watch this game. I want to watch this Italy game. Now waiting they do you, Victor. Now waiting do me. I never thought we'll miss 2 World Cups in a row in my lifetime. Honestly, it now means that now since I've been watching football, I started watching 2002 World Cup. I've watched Nigeria in 2002, 2010, 2014, 2018, and I've missed 3. I'll watch 3 World Cups without Nigeria. I can't believe the ratio is 4-3. When I was growing up, if you told me that I would ever miss a Nigeria World Cup after 2006, I'd have called you a liar. So that's why I did that round during the live watch along. As our men, they're the ones we must tackle. We must tackle those useless, incompetent. Somebody give me a nicer word before they say I'm being abusive again and call people buffoons. But it is what it is. So let's see. All right, guys. Thank you so much for this. Nobody is just seeing the highlights. LV, shout LV, man. Shout LV, man. Uzara Adele, yeah, they were terrible. Igogbo was terrible. Just our defense was not great. The main person that come out with his head held high is Emmanuel Fernandez. It must be said. Black Boy said NSC has power to interfere in the affairs of NFF. I just they laugh. Bro, the problem is these people don't care. Don't worry, I've even tackled those NSC people too. If it's to go to France and be lying to the women's basketball team on things that will change, you'll see them there. But it is what it is. NFF, one day, hopefully, we'll figure this out. But one thing I'll make me know if people care about Nigeria, if we see Gusau remain NFF president in this election, then there's a problem. Somebody with very good knowledge of the insider details, can you send me information about when this General Assembly is happening, what day it's happening, when is the date of the actual election? Email me, olu@nigeriafootballweekly.com. olu@nigeriafootballweekly.com. I want to make sure we investigate and we tackle everything. We must know exactly what's going on and who the candidates are, since they've told us that it must be a state FA president. Which FA has done anything that we can even write to them about to now be telling us that they want the power of being an FF president? If we're being honest, do you think any footballers in Nigeria right now respect Gusau? But because of Nigeria respectability politics, they'll probably be keeping quiet before someone will try and gaslight them. There's no way they respect that man. They don't respect none of the NFF people. These people that will be going online to say, we are still waiting to see if we go to the World Cup, because they lied to him and told him that things are going well in Nigeria, that don't worry about the petition. A whole Premier League footballer now going on stage to say we are waiting to see, when we could have qualified directly. May God forgive everybody, man. May God forgive everybody. Gusau must not come back. He must not come near I'm telling you, he must never come near it again. What a very, very terrible football administrator. And the truth of the matter is, until we use harsh language, this is why sometimes I'm very brash in my words. Until we use brash language, guys, I'm telling you, these people will never learn. All this, let's sugarcoat it, say things the right way, respect elders. It's what's led Nigeria to this position we're in. They will state capture the country in all elements. We'll just be looking. Country will be in constant free fall. Will be suffering and smiling. It's even affecting diaspora. The amount of my naira, I know how much I have to spend every year when I'm going to Nigeria. Do you know I ever have emails by putting my public information out there? Do you know how many emails I've received of people just begging me for money? Meanwhile, me that I just got a new job that I've not even started in 2 weeks. We're all going through it, but people now even have to beg through the internet because they feel like they have no other option. And everybody's smiling. They're telling us on the mandate to stand on the mandates now, football and sports. We'll remain here. We will remain here. The only difference is I've lived half my life in England, so I'm not used to accepting mediocrity. Here, there's consequence for bad behavior. This Labour government, they're going out, whether you like it or not, because they're going to be voted out. Citizens have actual power. It's not Nigeria that they will share a bag of rice somewhere. They will not come and just concoct numbers and tell us election has happened, and everybody cannot do anything about it. So it's well, let's keep going. Prince says, are we playing any friendlies in June? They're yet to be confirmed, Prince, but we'll be playing 2. I'm pretty sure Portugal will be one of them. I think that's almost confirmed on June 6th. But we have a slot to play one more team. And like I said in the review, watch out for the teams that I'm going to mention that still have friendlies to play. France have not yet booked their friendly. Spain have not yet booked their friendly. Colombia have not yet booked their friendly. At the least, play one of those 3 teams in America. Let the Nigerian diaspora in America come and watch the national team. At least let them see the jersey. At least I know NFF, if they're playing France, they will be embarrassed. They will beg their French Nike counterparts to tell them to put the names on the back of the jersey. Like we saw Nigeria playing Wembley in 2018. At least for that one day, they put names on the back of our jerseys for a friendly match. But Nigeria, that's the one time we've seen it happen in 10 years. I think there was one time we beat Argentina 4-2 when Iheanacho scored, Brian Idowu scored. I don't remember if we had names on the back of our kits. I think it was one of Iwobi's first games for Nigeria in like 2017. But let's see what the friendlies end up being. I just hope these people will not go and pick one stupid friendly for us to watch again. So let's see how it goes. Marufa Agbola, hey, good to see you again, brother. Except we play well. We play without Osimhen, Wabali, Basi, I know, Yemechi. A lot of players, they are not fit. I like your considered approach. The fact that we still did okay with a lot of these players, something to shout home about. But I must say on the balance of play, even with the B team, I do not expect Jordan to dominate us possession-wise in a game or create more chances. So that's something to see. Sphinx, don't get your hopes excited. If Iran drops out, an Asian team will replace them. I keep telling you guys. Shout out to everybody. Charles, as you bless me, may God continue to bless you. May your cup never run dry. As you bless me, may God continue to bless you 10 times fold. Thank you for all your great comments and for always supporting the channel and the brand. I appreciate you so much, and may God continue to bless you. Thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you all. Charles said, you need to report on that NFF electoral statutes. That's the only way they're hiding everything secretly. Yes. Let me write. Where's my pen and my book of contents? NFF statutes. We need to go and do a deep dive for these guys. Then blow it out online so everybody knows that we're not playing with these guys. They like they should gaslight us. We'll be there. Thanks for that, Charles. I will follow up on that one. Ojo Samuel. Oh my God, Americanas. Ojo Samuel Okpeyemi, I just want to say a big thank you to you for this super chat. May God continue to bless you. May God continue to increase you. He says, I went to Jacob's Model School and Great Secondary School, and Faith Academy gave us problems when we played football tournaments. I went to Faith Academy, you know, although by the time I left, they were no longer playing football games like that. So I don't know how often they were able to even play. But shout out to you, my brother. The same way you blessed me, may God continue to bless you in the mighty name of Jesus. And amen. Shout out to Brenny. Wait, Poland, Albania's 2-2. I'm going to go and watch all these games now. Shout out to the gang. Shout out to the gang. Charles says September 26, 2026. Thank you. They must not amend no bloody statutes. I will go and research on all of this, I promise. The word you can use is discombobulated NFF. Yes. In fact, discombobulated is being nice, man. I'm telling you. Aaron said, congratulations on a new job. Thank you so much, Aaron. I appreciate you, my bro. God bless you. And then Charles says, Olu, please use harsh language because they are destroying our footballing legacy. Thank you. Morocco is on course to break Nigeria's record as highest ever ranked African teams. What I find about Nigeria is we like to worry about things that are not important. They will tell you that you swearing is not good enough. They're using swear words. But then you see people indulging in, can I just say, molestation or certain things that should not be happening to either children or women. They will turn a blind eye. It's the language used that they will not like. They will see politicians sharing rights. They will not complain. They will tell the woman that is showing her breast that she should not show her breast. So don't do that thing. Meanwhile, the population is 200 million plus and showing no signs of slowing down. Will soon become the third biggest population in the entire world in the next 25 years. But we deceive ourselves that we have moral authority over the world. But all the countries where they are all moral and liberal, and they're not having, and they're able to live their lives without saying, okay, don't swear or don't talk about sex. Guess what? Their population is under control. So somebody riddle me this. Everybody is knowing and knowing their wives. So when Nigeria are ready to be serious about the things that are happening in our country, they should come to this side and start using harsh language. Because someone told me that, oh, look, a lot of these older people watch these comments, and if you don't say things the right way, they are listening, but you have to say things the right way. But I'm sorry to all my uncles and egbons 60 plus, including my daddy, if you're watching this. Using good language does not help us. We're all missing the World Cup and we're sitting down at home while our mates are about to go to the World Cup. There's nothing giving respect to the old guard in Nigeria has brought us but sadness and pain. Whether it's financial, whether it's economical, whether it's footballing-wise, whether it's music-wise, there is nothing. My brother has gone to a Ghana concert today. If Ghana was playing in Nigeria, it's December, we have to wait, and they will charge you 500,000 naira for the tickets. Meanwhile, we're all going there as normal people to go and watch Ghana and just chill. Last week, I went to see Giveon, chilling. Nobody told me to buy 5 million table. Keep looking, though. Let's keep acting like we don't know what's going on in Nigeria. Until use this same Morocco you're talking about that Charles mentioned. In Marrakesh, in Morocco, in Rabat, the day before the semi-final against Morocco, I saw Ahmad Pinnick with my eyes. Coming out from a restaurant, entering one blacked out Mercedes-Benz, doing big man. I was so disgusted, I couldn't even look him in the eyes. Son is ruining our lives. While he was sitting down in Morocco, inside their nice road, their nice car, their nice stadium, their nice hotel, their nice everything, their nice train, they'll come and be gaslighting us that we'll have world-class stadiums by next summer. Nigerians, please, anybody that don't like my harsh language, just turn off the harsh language. But me, that's one thing about me that you can say is my British side. In Britain, sometimes you might say fuck, you might say shit, you might say I swear, you might say in it. Sometimes I use swear words. Deal with it. I've lived here half my life. In fact, I've lived 16 years exactly in Nigeria, 16 years exactly in England, 1 year in Australia. So please, if you don't like it, God bless you. But things are not happening, so we'll see. Let's go and watch Gyökeres and Co to hear what's going on. Thank you so much, Aaron, for the kind words on the job. Thank you so much for the kind words on the job, Olive DK Ocha. I appreciate you so much. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. God bless you so much. Thank you so much to everybody. Oh, Sweden 2-2. Lord John Andrea said, birth controller. Is there? But people like to deceive themselves. If you go to pharmacists in Nigeria at 12 noon, 12 midnight, it's open for a reason. But let's keep deceiving ourselves. So it's all good. Thank you all so much for the kind words. Shout out to you, Glory Rex. Shout out to you, Black Boy Shay. Shout out to everybody. Kemi cannot win. In fact, her own party, they're about to become the worst. The next Prime Minister of England will either be the one we hate the most, Nigel Farage, who's like the most racist person in the world, or the new hope that we've got. Me, I'm a leftist guy. I always voted Labour before Keir Starmer showed me that he's an absolute donkey. So I don't vote for Keir Starmer anymore. And I didn't even vote for Keir Starmer in the last election. I voted for the Green Party. And now the Green Party are showing me that they actually care about human beings. Me, I'm not one of those people that because God has done good things for me in my life, I'll now believe that we should be pulling help off the book of our bad strings for other people. No. You must be humane and you must treat people with respect. In fact, one of the things that frustrates me is when I see Nigerians turn into proper conservative monsters. It's like, is it that you don't know what your country was like? We live in a country where the government did nothing for you. That does not mean that should be known for everybody. You now say, well, I did it for myself. Other people should do it for themselves too. No, why can't we help others? So anyway, thank you guys so much, man. I appreciate you. Prince says, my ranking of African national teams right now. Okay, the ones in the World Cup. Okay. Ghana was, I would agree Ghana was. I think we're seeing the effect of them not going to AFCON. They look like they're in 6s and 7s for sure. Cape Verde have a tough group with Spain and Uruguay, so they're going to struggle. I think I'll put South Africa higher than Tunisia because South Africa have an interesting group with Mexico, South Korea. If they can figure things out. But if someone just tell me that they're losing to Panama, so maybe that's wishful thinking for South Africa. Tunisia, I need to remember their group. I know it's not easy at all. Algeria, Egypt, Ivory Coast, Senegal, Morocco. I can agree with that. The only reason why I know they put Morocco ahead of Senegal is because of their group. Morocco get to play Scotland and Haiti in their group, which is obviously easier. While Senegal will play France, Norway, and will likely also play the winner of Iraq or Bolivia early tomorrow. So I can see that. But I think if anybody underrates Senegal, good luck. I can even see them drawing against France in the opening match. Ivory Coast have a good group. Germany, Ecuador, Curacao. I think Ivory Coast will battle it out with Ecuador for second place. But based on my calculations, I think I will have Ivory Coast and Senegal meeting in the round of 32 games. So that'll be interesting to see. I think Egypt have a good chance. I think their group is not the most difficult. And I'm also intrigued by Algeria. I think a group with Austria, Argentina, and Jordan, they should fancy their chances of beating Jordan. I think Algeria, Austria will be a straight shootout. But Algeria are a similar country to Nigeria. Their last World Cup was 2014 when they made the knockout rounds and they took Germany all the way to extra time before they lost 2-1. Remember when they had Slimani and them guys? So this is Algeria's first World Cup appearance since they bowed out to Germany in the round of 16. So I'm sure they'll be eager to make up for lost times. So that'll be interesting. Tunisia always go to the World Cup to make up the numbers. They make every World Cup. They finish last every year. I don't see how that's going to change. South Africa, for their group, it will be interesting, but I think Ghana have a lot of work on their hands to even do anything well. Aaron said, Ghana is in IU Brothers Big 2026. My brother, it is crazy. They have Semenyo in that team. They should give him the keys. Keys, straight away. Thank you so much for this update, Sammy. Czech 1, Denmark 0. So Denmark may not go to the World Cup. I had a feeling Czech Republic may do them. Turkey are beating Kosovo 1-0. Oh, Sweden, Poland 2-2. Italy still holding on to 1-0. Italy are holding on. How many minutes, man? That would be interesting, man. That would be interesting. Da Vinci, with this Ghana thing, man. On one hand, I think their hands were tied because Otoado clearly showed that he was taking Ghana to do nothing at the World Cup. But it's also Ghana's fault. You watch this man try to qualify for AFCON, draw 3 games and lose 3 games, and you kept him on as the coach because he had already won 4 games in World Cup qualifiers 2 years before and managed to see out a few qualifiers. But the truth of the matter is when you see a coach that says he has no tactical plan and it's based on the opponents, that's when you begin to worry. one of the things that gives me a lot of joy, even with Eric Shell's things that I can still improve on. Eric Shell has a tactical plan for his team. And we know what the best version of an Eric Shell team looks like now going forward. Free-flowing, attacking football through the middle. Vertical, straight to the lines. Pass, 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 pass. If we need to go long, hit your striker and your target man, which Osimhen did a few times during AFCON. But we saw a direct link to our play between Iwobi, Lookman, and the attackers at all times, creating chance from corners and also from the wings and also straight to the attack. We know what it looks like. That's why we can criticize today when we've seen the opposite and we're like, oh, that's not what we're used to seeing from you, Eric Shell. So let's see what changes. But Ghana, the coach saying he has no identity and then just disgracing them left, right, and center. It's an intriguing one. But yesterday, they were 4 minutes away from drawing 1-1 against Germany. So I don't get why they're now doing the sacking now. Is it that they anticipated Germany battering them? Because really and truly, you're going to hire a coach who will not be able to take charge of this team until the June friendly games. So honestly, I think Ghana are in deep shit. In fact, trouble is too nice of a word. They're in deep shit because they have no chemistry. Me that I was joking that I'll wear Ghana's jersey when they play England is a lie. Harry Kane's going to use these guys to score a hat trick, man. I'm telling you, man. It's going to be bad, man. Although this England that cannot beat Uruguay or Japan, the World Cup's going to be exciting. There's going to be a few surprises no matter what. Whether Nigeria decide to be in there or not. But I think Ghana, the chances of being the surprise are slim to none. Although if you rock up to a team with Semenyo and Kudus on a good day and Inaki Williams, maybe if they had Inaki Williams' brother as well in the team and an actual good striker that could play for Ghana. Imagine if Brian Brobby decided to play for Ghana rather than play for Netherlands and chopping 5 caps. If you show up to the World Cup with Sunderland's Brian Brobby up front, Semenyo and Kudus on both sides, maybe even a Fatawu, you know, all of a sudden you're feeling good. But the truth is, you cannot cheat good preparation. The reason why we can lament about Eric Shell today is we've seen what our good preparation looks like. And we know that Eric Shell now knows how to prep this team. Ghana have not been able to do that anywhere soon. So good luck to them. I think it's going to be a very harsh World Cup, I must say. Shout out to Joe Samuel on Polanski, man. That's my guy. I love that guy, man. That's my guy, man. Me too, I'm a Polanski guy. I'm not those people that believes in leave politics out of sports. Me, I'm a proud Green Party supporter. Yes. If you don't like it, no problem. In England, we are all able to debate freely. You go to the ballot and we'll see who will win. So it's all good. Prince Ochoma, oh my God. Thank you so much for the super sticker. Man, today you guys have been showing me the love, man, and I'm just so grateful. I want to say a thank you from the bottom of my heart. May God continue to bless you, Prince Ochoma. May all you desire for the next year and beyond come to fruition in the mighty name of Jesus. Amen and amen. Exactly, Black Boy Shade. Very, very dicey timing, honestly. And I agree with what Charles said. We have our own problems. We need to get rid of Gusau straight away. Guys, the sooner we get rid of Gusau and have actual competent people, the sooner we will start. I even know some insider details where we're trying to get Shea Akiwumi, who was the VP under what's that donkey? Pinnick. Shea Akiwumi was told to stand down. He should have become the NFL president under when Gusau was given charge. But guess what? Pinnick and Co went to go and do the Amagomago again. Someone that was Lagos State's head of FAO at least has some thoughts, even the way he thinks or the way he even, the kind of ideas he professes. But it's Gusau from Zamfara FA they brought for us. It's all well and good now. No problem. No problem. Thank you so much for that comment, Charles. I appreciate it always. Japan, okay, 1-0, 18 minutes to go. I've got the Japan game here. Ivory Coast beating Scotland. Good to see. Aaron said a left-wing Nigerian. I did not know they existed online. We exist, too. Do not be deceived about Nigerians and Twitter. They just go on Twitter and be flooding the space with nonsense talk. Some of us still have humanity, please. We moved to England when we're still teenagers, where we can learn about life, and we live in England. And we live in London, not the racist part of England. So it's so well and good. Like Black Boy said, Ekong. Let's see if Ekong even has the interest in trying to help. But I definitely believe Ekong has the clout and the knowledge. And it's not like Mikel that will go online and just be saying nonsense. That will make him lose credibility as a human being. So I think the sooner we can get Ekong involved in our affairs, the better. Let him even be the liaison officer between NFF and the entire of Europe. Let him be our NFF European field manager. Once he collects this, his final Middle East bread. Something needs to shake. So we'll see what happens. Charles says, Kai, they're the reason why our Nigerian football is dying. Our age grade is not playing any friendly. Exactly. Age grade is not playing any friendly. What have we heard about our 23 team? We know Olympic qualifiers are coming soon. What have we heard? When last did we even hear about a strategy to bring in people into the 23 squads on time? We have not seen it. Stadiums, F9. NPFL, F9. Like, in fact, guys, one thing I must admit to people that like to say it, until we fix our league, we're not going to fix any of these problems. If our league was fixed, we'll have stadiums you can call upon. We'll have facilities you can rely on. We'll have a central nervous system where we can speak to training facilities, get officials come and work. If we had a league that we respected the top clubs of their teams, imagine if Nigeria had one Al Ahly and one Zamalek and one Pyramids. We could even use those teams as the pool through which we select home-based players. Nobody will ever complain they are selecting home-based players because we're regularly finishing first or second or third in the CAF rankings globally in Africa. And also, if you bring any player from these teams, you can see them dominating Africa. Nobody will complain that they don't deserve a space into the national team. But yet again, Nigerians will see a mediocre league and then tell you that there must be a home-based player from that so-called mediocre league. It makes no sense to my brain cells. And then all of a sudden, we cannot get any good facilities because we have no good stadiums anywhere. Even the same Gozukamabo Stadium is the same stadium that Rivers United or any Nigerian team playing in African and continental competitions has to use. It's not good enough. But if you fixed your league and you had a for-profit league, imagine if all these leagues were the ones supplying all the players in the 23 squad because we trust the academy. We already know there's a system. Oh my God. These 2-3 players are the hot and upcoming players from Rivers United. We can see they've already played in CAF Champions League. Okay, let's fast-track them to the under 23 squad. All of a sudden, the cycle is much more easier. You can even have a situation where you say, okay, this round of matches, we'll take Super Eagles to Ibadan so they can satisfy the West crowd. Okay, we'll take the Super Eagles to Kano for this match, like we used to do in like 2009. But nobody is thinking, you know? So it is what it is, man. But hopefully one day we're going to figure these things out, man. But guys, intentionally skip Mikel. Me too, I skip Mikel because it does not have sense. At least when it comes to Chelsea. But unfortunately, it affects credibility when it comes to that things because if you cannot use his brain cells normally, then why do we trust him when it comes to Nigeria? For someone who has so much clout as a footballer, he really should be able to articulate himself better and give us the knowledge we don't have. The fact you played football professionally at the highest level is the advantage you have over us. So show it. Don't then come and say Arsenal are cheating to a Premier League title when you played under Roman Abramovich. And you're very lucky they've not literally discredited all the titles Chelsea won over the past 20 years. So the whole of England in the space of 2 weeks now looks at Mikel Obi like he's an absolute idiot. That's the honest truth. So good luck to him even trying to rectify his reputation because once they see you as a clown in England, it's very hard for it to change. I did someone that at least was respected enough to be put on the Club World Cup broadcasting list last year. So good luck for Mikel because you wanted to go viral. You went to go and say stupid things on TalkSports. And true, now they're taking the Mickey out of you and you look like an idiot. You think taking the Mickey, because they say taking the Mikel, they're cracking jokes. Your name is Mikel Obi, not Mickey. Because you go and fake your name, put Mikel because of spelling error from Nigeria. You are in Nigeria, man. You're not British, That fake accent you drop. Even me, I can speak. If I try and speak my Nigerian accent, I can speak better Nigerian English than him. And if I try and speak in my English accent, I can speak in a better English accent than Mikel Obi can. People can see through your lack of authenticity because you're so desperate to be loved by, I don't know. Oh, I don't know if you want to be British or whatever it is. But, bro, we see through your clownery. So stop it. You're making us look crazy. So anyway, let's go. Let me end this and let's go watch, though. Charles said we should look out for Ivory Coast. I think so. I think if you go and look at their squad list, read the young players they have, Diomande, Amad Diallo, Bazumana Traore, even strikers, Evan Gesson. They've even just got Eliwali to play for them. They've got Desiree Doué's brother. They've got Bazumana Traore in the middle of the park. They've still got Sangare, Seko Fafana. Like, go and look at Ivory Coast squad, guys. That's what you call a team that is serious about how they'll perform in the World Cup. So I agree with you so much. Charles said, that's why I said Pinnick needs to be arrested for small fault. He has to be arrested. He has to be arrested. The guy is such a big enemy of progress. And when you now come online and say, do you want to miss for Nigeria to miss the World Cup? Bro, you are the biggest reason why we're not there. You're going to go and build stadium in your village and nobody can arrive in. I think we're all stupid. Olive Dike Ochiao, thank you for the kind words. Said, Olu, are you sure you don't have a calling to the ministry? My daddy always says this, that I could be a preacher. I think it's because of the way I speak or like gift of the gab. I mean, shout out to our preachers, like the good preachers out there, man. I love the good pastor, to be honest. Shout out to the people doing the work of the Lord in our ministry. We'll appreciate them all one day. Exactly, Glory Rex. I was hoping Super Eagles will honor the people that died in Jos. This is the problem, Glory. You don't even have a national team we don't even have a country where there are due processes before they change the national anthem. So you have a situation where the whole country does not know the national anthem because the stupid Senate president just approved of it for no reason because he wanted not to piss off his paymaster. We don't have an opposition in Nigeria. No checks and balances. So even from a place of honoring players, do you think the Nigeria team that cannot even sing the right anthem or get the right jerseys behind their name, do you think they even have the right media officers there to tell them, oh, can we do a minute of silence in honor for the deceased in Jos? Or let us even do things properly by the books. So look, when you allow majority sipping, you will never see things change. Did we even see a post from the NFF sending condolences to the people in Jos? Nothing. But what can we expect? It is what it is, man. Gusai will tell you by this special. Thank you so much. The way he loves saying this by special grace of God. Before someone tells me that I'm misquoting the Bible, all I know is there must be action with your prayer. So hopefully we'll see one day. Davichi said John Pedro must be high on some cheap stuff. I saw that he said Vinny and Co. No, don't mind him. He confidently left out the fact Vinicius has not done shit in a Brazil jersey. I saw that tweet and I knew somebody would call it out. Ronaldinho, Rivaldo. He also forgot to mention the part where that 2002 Brazil squad had at least 4 players that won the Ballon d'Or. Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, Rivaldo, even Kaká was number 23 in that squad. And he still won a Ballon d'Or. How many Brazilians have won the Ballon d'Or in their current squad? Don't mind them. In fact, if he's not careful, when I did my predictions for the World Cup, I see Brazil and England playing quarterfinals. And if Brazil are not careful, they may get disgraced by England. In fact, what's even giving me small hope for Brazil is the fact England will start complaining about the heat. And then that might be what Brazil used to play them. Because if Brazil and England go machine for machine, with Harry Kane feeling himself, and Bukayo Saka like Bukayo Saka, they go touch Brazil. They go touch Brazil. Only thing Brazil can use over them is the fact that they won the World Cup in USA before, and there should be a lot more South Americans around there. So good luck to him. I do agree with this comment that Shell has good intentions for Nigeria. They must keep him there. Bro, Shell cannot leave. And that's why I love the fact he did not lose today despite the issues. The one thing that must remain is Eric Seko Shell. Always, 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 always. John Andrea, you're totally right. At the end of the day, a country is a reflection of its society. I've heard people mention that now you can go to Dakar on holiday and you have a great time. One of my best friends, Tolu, even went there a few years ago. I know people go to Dakar now on holiday and they have a brilliant time and everything is secure. Look at their presidents. They literally have a president that's younger than 40 years old. Voted in democratically. I can't even imagine that happening in Nigeria. Yes, we have different problems because the amount of our population is significantly larger than Senegal, which should even make us feel even more disgrace. How is it that a country that we're almost 7 times the population can produce this kind of talent, even though they never win their first AFCON until 2022, just over 4 years ago? But it's always a reflection of society, always. Go to Morocco. We entered trains. The people were hospitable, treat us with respect. The trains work, the buses rock, the trams work. There's pavements to walk around. There's football pitches everywhere. And you can see how Morocco are performing. Nigeria, let's keep deceiving ourselves. Okay, now. It's all right. So I agree with you, man. The people must change. Now, politics, them, they do. Thank you so much for this comment. Okay. Guys, thank you so much for this comments. Please continue to like this video and comment. I promise you guys, I'm going to look into this NFF election. I'll try and do a special video, especially post-World Cup, because the World Cup ends July 19th, and if it's doing September, maybe we can use July until the beginning of the Premier League season to talk about transfers and applying as much pressure on the NFF so that we know what's happening, because AFCON qualifier will start September. I don't want to hear no excuses. And Nigeria must become a team that beats everybody in qualifiers. 6 games, 6 wins. No more struggle. World Cup qualifier is going to start next year, September next year. Let it not be like this last cycle, that because Pesero will do okay in AFCON final in February 2024. People forget nonsense he did in October and November 2023 during World Cup qualifiers. So same way for 2030 World Cup, the qualifiers are going to start in October 2027. Guys, whatever happens, Eric Shell must remain this coach. I'm telling you. By force, by fire. Till at least the 2030 World Cup. And by God's grace, we'll win. And we'll see what happens with our squad. So we keep moving. But I promise I'll look into this video properly. Exactly. This is it, Sammy. Human life does not count and is meaningless. At least in England, even a homeless person, if they call the police, they'll come and tackle them. And we'll see what happens. Bosnia equalized. Okay. Let's round up now. Let's go and watch. Let me do the last few comments and go and watch this match. All right. I want to say a big thank you to everybody. I am going to watch the game because Bosnia have scored. And I want Italy to join us as the two teams in the top 13 in the World Cup. Let them wait 16 years. Let me go and watch that. Charles says, I've told us, he's a lovely guy, man. I met him in Morocco. I need to message him as well. I need to, man. Even gave me his number, but I need to get in contact with him. Charles also said, Senegal is looking like a first world country. No wonder their football has increased. I was surprised at their stadium. Thank you so much for that comment, Charles. Charles, I appreciate all your comments, man. Thank you guys so much. Okay, guys, let's go and watch these final games. This is the squeaky bum time. Let me go see it. But I want to say a big thank you to everybody. Much love. I want to thank you guys so much, especially for all the likes. 222 likes. Honestly, God will bless you all, each and every one of you, for taking the time to be here with me. You've got us to over 9,600 views, which means we're very close to 10,000. For a so-called meaningless friendly, it means the world to me, and I appreciate you guys all for all the support and for making this community what it is. Without you guys, there is no Nigeria Football Weekly or Loki. Remember to look out for the review video dropping tomorrow, as well as the hot takes video. And on Thursday evening, I will be back, gang, with our first live show again, where we'll be previewing the weekend's fixtures as we get back to club football and the race towards the Premier League title coming to the Emirates Stadium. All right, guys, enjoy. Much love. Remember, Nigeria Football Weekly on all social media channels, on Twitter at NFWPOD, and I'll see you guys on the next episode. God bless you all. Much love. Sabi says, Olu bad belle for Italy, bro. You know when you're in secondary school, if you get in trouble yourself, it's very painful. But if you get in trouble with like 3-4 people, it just feels better. So if Nigeria's not in the World Cup, at least let Italy join us, and then they can clown two of us together, and then we'll be back in 2030. All right, guys, much love. Shout out Black Boy, shout out everybody, shout out Aaron, shout out George, shout out Da Vinci, shout out Charles, shout out Sammy, shout out everybody, man. Uchechukwu, shout out everybody. ZD, if I'm Glory Rex, Olive Dikiocha, everybody who gave me their time today. Much love. For everybody who gave me a super chat or a super sticker, may God continue to bless you. May your cup never run dry. Prince Ochoma, DBM underscore DBM. Everybody who took the time to put a message. Victor Okenwa, Brendan, my cousin, much love always. Ojo Samuel Okpeyemi, God bless you all. Super chat gang, Marufa Bola, everybody. I want to say a big thank you. And thank you to Adedayo Ade Shikpo for joining as a member. Means the world to me. And I want to say a big thank you to everybody. Oluchola Anke, the Sotorian 49.99, Aaron, Charles, Ojo Samuel, Prince Ochoma. Thank you guys all for the super chats supporting this channel. May God continue to bless you all. Enjoy the final remnants of the game and watch out for the review episode as well as the hot takes episode. Much love, guys. Peace out and take care. Ciao. Shalom, guys. Shalom.